Everything's been good. And yourself?
Same here, man. Moving
That's
and
what's
grooving.
up.
Yeah, God bless him.
That's what.
It's getting a little cold out here. You in Florida?
Yeah, yeah. When they get around about like 60 or 55, it's kind of chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Nice card this weekend.
yeah, phenomenal card this week.
What do you think about Turkey Al Sheik and him putting on these cards since, the Crawford and Canelo? We haven't even, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. We got to catch up.
Yeah, man, it's been great, man. The card's been great, man. He's been, making a lot of good fights. You know what I'm saying? And he started to bring these Englishmen over here, Benavidez fighting Anthony Yard. I think he's doing a good job. I really
Absolutely.
do.
What you think about the main event, with Anthony Yard and David Benavidez? Some people like it. Some people kind of
I
shying
like
away from it.
I like it though, man, because Anthony Yard he's gonna come forward and try to brawl. And you know what I'm saying? The Mexican monster just gotta do what he do.
Right.
As I think he is, but
Do you think he wins the fight? Do you think he wins by KO? I mean, he hasn't stopped anybody at light heavy yet.
I think he wins by KO. I think he's gonna be too much.
Do you think it's going to be too much?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be too much. Y'all don't know nothing about what he about to bring.
Right.
They don't know nothing about that, bro. He is from the United States now. They don't know nothing about what he about to bring, bro.
I don't know.
He used to fighting them over there British and all that. Nah, man, he ain't never seen what he about to see. He probably fought some tough people over there in they boxing level. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When they cross that water, see we different animals when we superstars, bro.
Big facts. Big facts. Um,
Like like
Go ahead.
kind of being talking that stuff, calling people out all over here. Like, man, bro, it's different, bro. It's different. Just because he was a little bigger than you, he is not from the United States, brother. We different dogs over here. We different dogs over here, bro. We originated this boxing shit, bro. Don't get it twisted.
A- And that was an old dog too. That was an older Chris Eubank. Do you feel like the weight drain, the clause that he
It
signed?
did.
Yeah,
It did.
it took a
You
toll.
can you can look at you can see it. His balance, his equilibrium was already off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he had to make the fight happen. So he wanted that paper draper. Yeah, so he did what he had to do.
And they hired Bomac for training camp, so you already know.
Yeah, Bowman got that paper and came on back across the water. Like, thank you. Cause shit, thank
Hey,
you.
yeah, yeah.
He getting he was shit. Bomac just had two good paydays. Straight up Terrence Crawford and this one. Shit, he in the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, and 50 Cent coming in,
Yeah.
walking them out.
Oh yeah, 50. Yeah, man. See, man.
Yo, you thought you was in there for a legendary night right there.
Yeah, he thought he was. He got took down through there in front of your daddy, man.
Oh no. Yeah,
His
man.
daddy ain't lose now one of
Mm-hmm.
them, but he did. He got took down through there by a smaller guy.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's embarrassing.
You think it's gonna be a trilogy?
They might as well. They might as well. Why not rob the bank again?
No weight clause though.
Nah, they shouldn't have no weight clause. None. They should just fight. Do what they do. Cause he weakening in that man. And that man it's a payday. That man gonna do what he gotta try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yo, before we go into the I feel like it's the main event when it comes to Devin Haney and Brian Norman for real. But and I'm not trying to say that, David Benavidez and Anthony Yard is not a bad fight because like we haven't seen, let's be real, we haven't seen David Benavidez in there with a puncher like this. And he's been down on the canvas a few
yeah, he
times.
he have, and Anthony Yard is kind of awkward. You know what I'm saying? That those sometimes he'll put his head down and just throw. You know what I'm saying?
Or
So
that chin up in the air.
yeah, yeah, but he about to now he about to see something.
Yeah. It's go
he
it's gonna be nice to see the breakdown, I guess. It's
about
all
to
right.
see something. I want to see if he can handle that pressure
All right.
because it's coming.
He's gotten stopped late in the Kovalev fight. He's found success. The Better B fight got stopped late as well in the 11th round. Had success. Do you feel like he'll have some type of success with David Benavidez? And do you feel like David Benavidez gets him out of there? I don't know, before six.
Gets him out of there. See, the thing is, I know them cats got him out of there, but this monster right here, he start immediately. He started me. He don't be playing with you or nothing like that. He testing your waters. He testing your waters off top. He coming straight to you. See what you got. If you ain't got nothing, man, you in for a long night, man.
Yeah.
He gobbles you up, and you know he gonna
Oh,
want to make a. You know he gonna want to make a statement
yeah.
with this card, this stack. Oh, he
It,
coming,
this
bro.
is his this is his Saudi Arabia rehab
Yeah, yeah,
debut.
yeah. He about to make. Listen, at the yard in trouble. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
He a decent fighter, but man, listen, man, you dealing, man, come on, man. You, I ain't gonna need a lot of that Mexican bad, man.
All right. So he says he's going toe to toe with him. He wants to
Who?
do it. He's Anthony Yard in the press conference. He said he wanted to go toe to toe, a shootout right from the beginning. What
Well,
you think?
it is. It is. Benavidez ain't gonna. He probably slip here, slip something else. He ain't one of them Mexicans that's gonna be letting you rock him, sock him all the time.
Hmm.
But he'll sit in there, let you hit his arms and all that. But as soon as you put your head down, it's a wrap, bro. Try to swing all wild, he about to tear you up, bro.
Yeah.
But Benavidez ain't no dumb pressure fighter though,
Right.
and he ain't finna be dumb to just to sit there and just swing with you neither.
Hmm.
It's still gonna be some. Still gonna use his brain.
Yeah. We seen a lot of game in him when he fought Dave Morrell, a live dog,
Yeah, yeah. And Morrell was tough.
really good.
Morrell was tough. Anthony Yard ain't that.
Mm. That's what I was telling David. I said, "Yo, is he really your toughest task?" Like, let's be real. I think Morrell
No,
got more
Morrell was.
skills.
Yes, was and tried to fight the Mexican monster. He just couldn't harm him.
He now, do you feel like he dropped him, or do you feel like it was a slip? I told his dad. He said it was a slip.
It might was a slip.
Might have been a little bit of both. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit of both. But man, you see how he got out of. You see how he he overwhelms. He overwhelms people. He probably start off slow of beating you, but it end up being overwhelming. He picks it up as it goes.
See what did to Boo Boo?
Hey, but make boo 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 boo.
Boo Boo,
Boo Boo thought he was finna do something. Started off first little rounds,
nasty work.
started off good. Next thing you know, it end up the same way as everybody else. He
Yo,
overwhelming them, and
yo,
he ended up getting them out of there. Get on up out of here.
yeah. Caleb Plant had some success with him. He went the distance with Caleb,
Yeah,
but you know
but he
how it
put them
ended.
hand, he put them hands on Caleb. Caleb was a running junkie, bruh.
Oh no, shit, Corey, you
he,
wild.
he was he was a running junkie. See, that's when he got in his mind like, fuck that, I want to last. That's
Yeah,
what he got this. He said, I'm getting my ass whooped, but fuck that. I'm gonna go the whole 12. That's what he had in his head. He was running like a little junkie, man.
damn. They say he might be fighting Charlo.
So can it,
Caleb,
that makes sense. He smacked that man and shit. Fuck that. I want my lick back.
get it done. Get
Get
it
it
done.
done. Fuck that. Get it done. You know that it's bad blood, so you know they're gonna try to kill each other.
You know that.
And,
Smash the like button, yo. We got over 102 people on the YouTube. We got my man Corey Spinks, former undisputed welterweight champion. Man, let's talk about this Devin Haney. No, wait a minute. Breaking news. December 19th. Jake Paul, your brother, he's going in.
man,
He
hey, you
said
know what, man?
suicide. Suicide
I commend
watch.
them. Listen, I commend them for making another big one and all that. But man, come on now. But I understand. I understand he don't care. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go in there. But boy, you messing with a heavyweight, brother,
Heavyweight.
and a dangerous one too.
You see what he
A
did
very
to
dangerous.
you see what he did to the other UFC dude, the one what was his name?
Yeah. Ugango, whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, something like that.
Easy work. Or Aganu or something like that.
Yeah, I got him. I got
Yeah,
him.
easy work, man. Easy
Yeah.
work, man. Man, he finna be running like a mud, man. He gonna get tired. He finna be running. He gonna get in there with Josh and start running, but he don't know. He don't know the proper way to know how to run without getting tired.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, he don't know how to run without getting tired.
Hmm.
So,
And
but
Jake Paul saying he don't got skill, that Anthony Joshua don't got skill. Jake
man, he
Paul.
tripping. What you think? What you think What you think he hit a Ganu with? He rocked on one of them suckers, bro. That takes skill.
Yep. It
And
was
when he knocked out remember he knocked out the one heavyweight dude from St. Louis with the dreads
oh
for the IBF World Championship when he first won it.
he beat was it
In the first round, soon as it started, he rocked. He dipped in and threw the straight right hand and knocked him out with the dreads.
and he
The one that gave the young dude big baby a run for his
I know who
money.
you're talking about, yeah. I forget his name right now. I know who you're talking about.
Martin or something like that.
It could have been Martin.
Yeah, it was Martin. I know his last name is Martin. That's crazy. He's from my hometown now. Frank Martin or something like that.
Frank Martin.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, they say that, Tank, in his situation with that fight, it was they said that, listen, we're gonna throw a curveball. We're gonna fight a boxer that's 5'5". Now we're gonna fight a boxer that's 6'6".
Dangerous, brother. Dangerous. Dangerous. That's very dangerous. If Josh would come in there and do what the fuck he gonna do. But he gonna have to because he ain't gonna want to get embarrassed. He's a boxer. So people thinking it's gonna be fixed. Oh, he ain't finna have this shit. He
They
ain't
they
finna be
talking real
embarrassed.
fight. They talking
Damn
real.
right. Yeah, right. So it ain't go, man. He about to get. Oh my god, he don't know what he get himself into.
My
This
God.
a this is a heavyweight hitter, bro,
A
with
real one
power.
with power.
Yeah, with power, with crazy fucking power, and got skill. This motherfucker won the Olympics and everything. So you don't know. You don't think he don't know how to box? You dumb motherfucker. Are you
Yo,
serious?
yo, 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 he spars with Shakur Stevenson one time and he wanna call him.
Man,
And he
crazy. He had all of them up there. He had all of them up there. He had Ray Ford up there. He had the other
Keyshawn.
little dude from Philly up there, training with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he
Yep.
got a nice
Raymond
listen.
Ford. Yep.
Listen, he got a nice facility.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, it's gated. It's gated, can't just know anybody get in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking nice facility, and it's in a beautiful place in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, in Dorado,
Nope.
right?
Yeah, it's beautiful right there.
You can't go wrong with that. So let's
No,
get into the main event. What do you think about Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr.? Let's go.
man, I I, I gotta go with Haney because um that's why I know, basically, you know what I'm saying? And our brother Zab, that's his godson, you know what I'm saying? I never met Brian Norman, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, like Devin can if Devin can box, but when I think he will, I think he shocks people. That's what I'm saying. Even though Brian Norman gonna come in trying to knock his head off, but I think I've been seeing clips of Brian Norman and I see some motherfuckers be getting in his motherfucking ass, bro. So I know he's tough. He's got a big punch, but this will be his test to see if he's ready for the big dogs. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it's really to see if you ready for that level. Devin Haney is one of the gatekeepers of lightweight, like Shakur is. It's a couple of them that's if you're gonna be in this elite level to where you can fight any one of us. You know what I'm saying? See, Devin Haney already there. Because if he fight any one of them guys, it's gonna be worth some paper, and that's what Brian Norman is trying to get to. He's trying to get in that elite level of their weight class, and well, it's a new weight class. It's 147, ain't it?
that's right. They're going into
Yeah.
his weight class.
Well, they going in which way fast, but all the stars are coming up. What Brian Norman need a star to fight to get to that.
Right.
Cause who else there? Crawford and them bounced.
I mean, you got Connor Ben that never wants to say his name in the UK.
You know what? I think that'll be a terrific fight. I think Conor Ben and what's the name of the one Devin
Brian
Haney about to
Norman.
fight? I think that'll be a terrific fight because both of them try to throw bombs all the time.
Mm.
I think that'll be a good fight, man. Yeah, I think you will.
So listen, the stylistic matchup when you see it, the lead up to what Brian Norman's been doing, the lead up to what has Devin Haney. Do you take that into a factor in this fight, or do you feel like you know maybe the experience of Haney will kick in, but this you
It-
also have a big confidence with Brian Norman coming into this fight as well. What do you see in the fight? How do you see? What does it look like?
I'm looking at like Devin using his speed,
Yeah,
you know, not sitting, don't want to sit. But I could also see as Devin
can he win
trying
it
to
like that?
listen. I think Devin gonna try to take risks because he's been working on his strength. I think he's gonna try to pop what's her name ass, try to make him respect him a little bit. I can see that happening, but I still think he's gonna use his lateral movement and stuff like that. But I think he's gonna try to put something on Brian Norman ass though, so he can respect him though. That's why he's looking chiseled like he's do. So that means he's been hitting them weights hard. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that, but only way I see is Haney getting reckless and just sitting there too long and trying to steady trade with Brian Norman and end up getting caught. But
Yeah,
other than that, I got him I got him out slicking Brian Norman.
a
I think
safe fight.
yeah, I think Devin Haney's got the tools to beat him though.
Do you think he needs to play for the fans a little bit? As far as for the last fight, I mean, we seen that with Shakur. Shakur did. He had to fight. What it was, Josh Padley. People had a
Now to see the
problem with
thing is,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Listen, he gotta
Then
fight
he
a little.
then
He
he
gotta
stays
fight
in
a
the
little
pocket
bit.
with Cepeda and
Yeah.
and pleases the crowd. I mean, do you feel like he has to do that in this fight, or do you feel like he will do it
I
because of
think he
the
gotta I
media?
think he gotta take a little bit more risk. I think he's gotta make it a fight a little bit sometimes. I think he gotta show his nuts a little bit. Show your nuts a little bit, man. Don't just constantly just go here, go there, go here, and not show your nuts. You gotta get your respect. And that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to get his respect as well. You know what I'm
What
saying?
happens if he doesn't sit down?
He can still win the fight, but the fans gonna get to him. The fans they talking too much shit. They both talking too much shit. Come on, now, you got to give us a urge to talk about like you really wanted to knock them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Do you see anybody touching the canvas? Do you see Chris Maddox has it that it's going to be a stinker? What do you think? Do you think it's going to be a stinker of a fight, or do you think it's going to be an explosive
nah,
fight?
ain't no stinkers. Ain't no stinkers like what's the name of Will show his nuts and be tough. He will
Yeah.
show his nuts and be tough and just take risk and shit. But no, it ain't gonna be no stick. It's gonna be a nice. It's gonna be a good fight, man. I don't know. This might be our main event.
Right. I mean, that's the hype is there.
Yeah,
The hype is there.
yeah.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you guys have, Devin Haney or Brian Norman. Now tell me, is it a 50-50 fight, or do you give him more of a percentage on Devin Haney?
I give it a little bit more percentage on Devin Haney because of the experience and everything of these big fights. So you have to give it to Devin Haney. You know,
Okay.
Brian
Okay.
Norman just he this is his step into the AM party. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, okay, you want to be talked about with the big money fights, beat Haney and you'll be there.
yeah. Yeah.
Because Haney already there.
Absolutely. I think it's gonna be a definitely a good fight. Now, as far as like, where do you feel like Norman could have success in this fight?
If if he thinks and when Devin starts to move on how to if he cuts the ring off phenomenal and he can, get Devin Haney into a punching match, he can I think he can do something.
So you're looking at more of as a puncher's chance for Norman in this fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have in any way of him being able to, outpoint him, beat him on the cards.
Nah. Nah, not with that. Nah.
Not with
Yeah.
Haney, right?
Nah, not with him. Nah.
Too much skill. He'll- So you don't think he'll be gun shy? You don't feel like that's a thing with him right now? A lot of people are saying that we don't know.
No, it shook the I think it shook a little bit from off his last fight. You know what I'm saying? I know how it went, but he know what he have to do. He can't be no pussy on this. Can't be no pussy like you was on that one, bro. You gotta fight your shit, bro. A motherfucker ain't going for that bullshit no goddamn mo. Like you was on to play the ass.
Mm,
Running and shit. You
mm.
motherfucker, you down there with Jackie join the curse. Shit. You gotta put something on Brian Norman ass, man. If he do it right, he can do it. So all he gotta do is demonstrate.
Vegas, they got this, day by day, the odds get closer and closer. They're favoring Norman still, though.
Well, that's what he have to do as far as like let him. You want that like that. You want that they doubting you so you can make that shot. You know what I'm saying? You'll be right where you supposed to be. Since I know your little your status went down ever since the damn Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's supposed to be took some performance enhancing, people just can't get over the ass whoop put on.
Mm.
So, you know, and then you come back with some payday and did that, but man, I still think he's a very talented person, fighter, and I think he can pull this off, though, man.
Yeah. Another fight that just got made, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson.
Woo.
That shit got some heat on it. These
Yeah,
youngins are getting
man.
it in now.
Oh my God, man, that was right there. That was right there gonna be, man. People that's for the be easy. Either one of them. Either one of them. That's a. I know Shakur is talented and has and all that, but I think Teofimo is talented too.
Yeah.
Teofimo, when it's time, he got talent, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fucking hard, bro. That ain't gonna be no fucking easy fight for him, man. Cause he finna make Shakur think.
Mm.
He ain't finna just come at you and have you pick. You ain't finna be just picking him apart. You ain't finna do that. Cause he got like damn near the same skills you have. Be that's gonna be a bond burner, bro. And then Tim Fimo can punch. Of course he punch harder than
Shakur.
Shakur. Shakur is just a little better sharpshooter.
Yeah.
But shit, Timo ain't far off.
Right. And he got good eyes too.
Teofimo got good head movement as well.
Ooh.
A little bit more. He in there a little bit fucking
Mm.
more.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it with Tio, we've seen a lot of, styles kind of, you know, expose him a little. The Jermaine Ortiz, the Sandro Martins, styles that we feel like maybe Shakur can, do as well,
But style make fights.
for sure.
Style makes fights. The reason why I say that because um Shakur is not a pressure fighter. What's the name of will have time to think and do what he have to do. Sit out and try to show your skill. They'll both have time for that. So that's man, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Salute to Coach Marcus Walker. Thank you for the two-piece. What up, Mel? Salute to you, Coach. Yo,
What's
Spinks,
up with you,
King
coach?
Cam, Saturday, Miami. So yeah, man, Coach. I mean, I said Coach. Well, you be coaching too.
Yeah,
You be coaching too. All
yeah.
right. So tell me, um, who wins that fight though? Who you got edging it?
Ah man, that's so hard to do though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Man, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just go with Shakur, man. But
Yeah.
it's listen, man. You tell the truth. I don't even want to do that because I like To too. I don't want to even do that because both of them is very talented, man. And how could you pick one? You just gotta. The person that's gonna pick one is they just gonna be that person hardcore fan. But as a boxer, man, I couldn't do that. That's one of them ones too. You know what I'm saying? It's whoever night it is. Shit, what's the name just might have an all fucking night and T.O. fuck around and shine.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it just, it's time for Shakur to really show his shit though. This your opportunity. This what you've been wanting. You've been wanting one of these stars. Teofimo one of them. God damn it.
I
So show
love
what
it.
you got.
Big facts. Big
Show what
facts.
the fuck you got. This is one of them ones, bro.
Big
You
facts.
been watching. You been watching for Crawford on the fucking sideline, fighting these motherfuckers. Now it's your goddamn turn, nigga. Do your fucking thing if you gonna do it, cause
I
it's
love
gonna be tough.
I love it. I love it.
Motherfucker don't
um
think so. They kiss my ass.
um Corey, let everybody know where they can find you on social media as well.
You
I
can
got a
find me
few.
on. Find me on, you know what I'm saying, Instagram is Spinks Jinx Boxing. Find me on TikTok at Corey Spinks.
I love it. I love it. Corey, I got a couple more people that I gotta talk with, but
Nah, go ahead, my bro.
I'm to the next time, man. I'll probably start one up tomorrow as well, because for the lead up of this fight, for this big card, we definitely want to keep this shit rolling. But I really appreciate you for your takes as well.
No problem, my dude.
Thank you, man.
All right.
My man, former undisputed, former undisputed Corey Spinks, a legend in the house. I got some more people that I want to tap in right now. I got my man Kevin Johnson, the sparring king, and then I got my man. I got another special guest, my man Floyd Schofield Senior in the house. He's been urgently. If you check out his story, you know what I mean. He's out there, exposing Sam Noakes in this championship bout. You already know, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And we're going to be having a few more guests. Hopefully, they don't take too long. But while we're waiting for them, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you guys have winning this fight this Saturday? All right. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard. But in the same time, I want to know what you think about the co-main event. We're talking about this card, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend is going down. The grand arrivals was today. It looked good, you know. Hold on one second. Tap in now. What's going on? Bam. Bam is definitely on my pound for pound list for sure. I like Bam. I think that he's the most probably talented fighter on the card. Pure talent. Try again. Try again. Salute to everybody on the live as well. Hit that like button. There we go. Got my man. So, um, Brian Norman Sr. told me a little news. What's going on, Kev? What's popping with you, man? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing, man? You got a fight date coming up? I love it. Yeah, yeah. I was seeing you on your story, wanting that rematch with one of the Davis brothers, Calvin Davis, I believe. You posted up today.
And it's a lot.
You on your Wi-Fi, Kev? Because it's a little choppy. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, people are saying that you're lagging a little bit. You know what? Come out and come back into the room. Maybe maybe it'll maybe a little bit better.
I
All right. I'm gonna take you out and we'll put them back in. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna be having um Like I said, we're gonna keep the good times rolling, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're gonna be doing. Salute to Corey Spinks for tapping in. The reason why we have Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson in the house is because he sparred Brian Norman and he has sparred also Devin Haney. So why not get his take on this, right? You know what I mean? He sparred both of the fighters. Feel like, it's nice to hear these sparring partners as takes on this fight, What do they think is gonna be interesting, right? Salute Mill City, you doing your viewers dirty, not having Brian Norman Sr. on the live. Nah, man, senior's always welcome. Senior knows that. Senior knows that. Senior's always welcome. You already know. Salute to everybody in the live. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button while coming in. We got Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson in the house. We back? Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. So listen, let's get right into it, man. You said you got a fight date coming up. You can't let anybody know what's the date.
Working on it, you know what I mean? And I let everybody know just my stories, my Instagram, Facebook, and keep up to date. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Brian Norman Sr. told me that you sparred his son. I know you sparred Devin Haney. I wanted to see what's your thoughts on that fight. What's your take?
Because honestly, I don't remember like getting work with him. You know what I mean? But Devin Haney, of course, I do. But that fight gonna be interesting. That fight gonna be very good. You know what I mean? I watch Brian and I watch his highlights and also his fights too. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be definitely interesting. It's definitely gonna be a tough fight for Devin Haney. But once again, though, it's all about who's gonna come out on that day. You know what I mean? Usually I pick fights, bro, but honestly, I'm done picking fights because these fighters don't never show up when the time it's time to show. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
only can say what I could do. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna show up that night. Sick, bad weather, bad health, I will still give a great performance that night. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But speaking for someone else, I don't know people mindset, what they be going through in closed doors. So I'm done picking fights. You know what I'm saying? I already know their capabilities. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Like, when it comes down to Devin Haney, are you kind of referring to him as well? Just the fact that you've seen him fight, with previous fights, and then the Jose Ramirez fight and didn't kind of like show up. Are you referring to him as well?
yeah, I'm referring to him. I'm referring to everybody. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Those fighters that I know that like, damn, I know you could have done this, but you didn't do it. You know what I mean? It's like upsetting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, it is boxing though. It's a tough sport. You know, when you put on those 8-ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves, it's 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 the difference when you get hit. So of course your game plan go out the window. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me, that's why you got to be a dog in that ring. You know what I mean? You got to have that heart, that zeal, that dog, in you. And that's what I got. So I don't mind showing up when it's time to show up. You feel me?
Mm. Yeah, people in the comments are saying, how can you not remember sparring Norman Jr.?
Yeah, I don't remember honestly. If I would tell y'all, I would remember, but I don't remember honestly. You know what I mean? I don't remember half the dudes I spar, bro. I just be excited about sparring and getting that work. You know what I mean? Because every time I get in there, I'm trying to figure a person out, display my skills. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, when I do spar people, it's never a deep conversation. Oh, we friends. What's your name? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we just get in there, go to work, and then we go about our business. You know what I'm saying? So
But you remember you was an amateur at the time.
yeah, I was an amateur at the time. I do remember that for sure.
Okay, and that was in the Mayweather gym as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. No, definitely. So you're saying that you think it's a 50-50 fight? That's what I'm
Yeah, I
hearing.
definitely feel like I definitely it's a 50-50 fight. It can be 60-40 fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, it depends on that day and who's gonna show up that day. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, that's basically it, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, you never know what fighter's gonna do that night. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, sure, when he fought freaking Ryan Garcia, this dude played aggressive mode. Like he was playing aggressor. You know what I mean? And got clipped with the left hook, and he went down. He never changed up. He just kept trying to, you know what I mean, go after Ryan Garcia, which that was a stupid game plan. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like it depends on who show up that night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I like it. I like it. Yeah, man. He's a. What do you think? Now you spar Shakur and Teal. What they got a fight coming
Yeah.
up? What do you tell us? What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I can give you a pros and
Hypothetically, if they
cons.
both show up.
If they both show up,
Yeah, they both
oh,
show up.
all right, I got Tio. I got Tio. You know what I mean? Because he's explosive, he's elusive. You know what I mean? He know how to work his angles. He got good footwork. You know what I'm saying? Good. I feel like his defense is better than Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You can. It's hypothetically, I feel like Tio gonna win hands down. You know what I mean? But once again, like I said, I'm not picking him. You know what I mean? Because it depends on who comes that day, comes that night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away with Shakur. Shakur is a great boxer, a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? I love his fundamentals. Um, he's on point when he throw punches. He don't throw punches to waste punches. So I love that aspects about him. And yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. But once again, if they both is 100%, I feel like Tio has the better advantage because he's so much explosive, so elusive. You know what I'm saying? And you can't walk him down. You know what I mean? You can't walk him down. You can't box him. It's very hard to um counter that type of style. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's going to be a boring fight? Do you feel like a lot of people are going to be tuning in? I mean, what do you think about the fight per se? Do you feel like it's going to be a high speed chess match? Do you feel like Teal goes out and imposes his will, tries to get the stoppage? I don't know. What do you think?
It depends on what they think. You know what I'm saying? Like once
Yeah.
again, everybody have their game same different game plan. I feel like if Tio comes out boxing, throwing his hands. You know what I mean, of those rounds. But Shakur comes out, you know what I'm saying? As he has to Shakur, one thing about Shakur, he don't throw as much punches as many fans want him to throw. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? He don't throw as much. It's on point, yes, boom, one body shot. Oh, congratulations. What else? You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson saying has to throw his hands. He got to throw his hands, man. You know what I mean? Definitely find Teofimo. Teofimo throw his hands a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he changed angles as well. So you have to make sure that you throw your hands, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's camps, he got to throw his hands. It can't be
I,
a boring fight. If it's a boring fight, he lost hands down.
I love it. I like the breakdown. Um,
Boring fighter. He don't. You know what I'm saying? He don't. He let his hands go.
yeah, yeah. No, I hear you on that. Man, Kev, I really appreciate your time, man, for coming in, getting your thoughts on these two fights. Where can everybody find you on social media?
For sure, you can find me at Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and also Twitter at Kevin Thunder ST1.
Appreciate you,
Lock
my
me
guy.
in. You know what I mean? I got fight day coming soon. I appreciate Mill. Appreciate you guys for having me on and everything like that. You know what I mean? All love and respect. God bless you. You know what I mean? Always stay prayerful. Always stay blessed. Always stay strong.
My brother. Stay blessed, brother.
All right, my brother.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Box, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. Salute to everybody on the live. We're going to be having Floyd Schofield Sr. on next. What you think, man? What you guys think? Salute to everybody on the live. What, 185.60? Yeah, that's about right. That's about what we average with likes. It's nasty work. Double tap the screen. Come on, man. Ugly. Ugly work, yo. We got the one and only Floyd Schofield Sr. in the house. What's going on,
What's
coach?
up? What's up, y'all? It was saying you had too many guests going on. It wouldn't let me in when you was telling me to tap in.
My bad, my bad. How you been, man? I've been seeing you active.
Oh yeah,
How you been?
I'm always great. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm great. I can't complain. Life.
I wanna show people your message that you put on your story so people can understand what we're about to talk about.
Okay, at least you let me know what we about to talk about.
Oh yeah, of course. Um, Obviously, we seen that you've been, kind of. This is your story right here,
Okay,
talking about Sam Noakes. You
okay,
know, talking about this title shot that's happening this week.
okay,
Left a message as well, so I want the people to hear it as well. Here's you working out with your son.
okay. So what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Talk to me, brother. What do
Just
you
wanted to
ask
take
me?
the time out to congratulate Mason for the belt that they gave him. Great job. They gave him a good cab driver that none of us ever heard of. Same way like the electrician with Shakur. But anyway, I just wanted to congratulate him and congratulate Mr. Prince with signing Keyshawn. He got the Three Stooges over there. We want to fight every last one of them. So, line them up. Line them up. Brother, we got some big fights coming. So we got to tear their ass up. No Diddy, as y'all call it. But anyway, congratulations on the belt they're giving you. We hope you get to fight somebody one day. Peace. Boom. Mic drop. Mic
Okay,
drop.
okay.
Coach,
So what you want to know?
I want to know what do you for. All right, let's go right with the Jay Prince signing the DB3. What's your reaction to that? You obviously said that you're willing to, fight the Three Stooges. Who are the Three Stooges?
But I already told y'all that Keyshawn moved so Mason could get that belt. I mean, the only thing about listen, let me clear this one thing up. I don't want it to discredit Mason at all, because Mason grinded hard. But the way they putting him in, they not developing him right. Not for his abilities that what I seen when he was in training camps. So they could put him in there with somebody good and really show who he is. But they giving him to me, no disrespect to Sam. I don't know him, but he should not be fighting for a world title from what he got on his. That was his fight thing. How he's fighting for a world title. Like I don't get it. I remember that during my time, fighters had to fight a former champion and all this before they could get the shot for the world title. They had to actually put in the work. And that's the part I don't like. I don't like the corruption. alleged corruption of the belt companies. How they could just move somebody, position them so it don't even matter if these kids, these young men work hard to get to number one. They're not going to get a shot. It's going to be whoever they choose to put at that shot. So boxing just got so messed up. It's like boxing dead. The science of boxing when you really fought trained to fight for a belt. So that's all I was exposing. Not saying nothing wrong with Mason. We look forward to sharing the ring with Mason. All three of them, him, Keyshawn, and Shakur, those the three stooges. Those always been a team. That always been our ops. So people don't have that brand new. I've been calling them out forever. And before people get in there, oh, you ducked Mason. No, I spoke to Jay Prince and we accepted the money, $1 million. They said, well, you're not bringing home 1 million. You're bringing home 750,000. I said, we'll accept. And there's a witness, Curtis Meeks was on the phone with me and Jay Prince. They didn't take the fight. So always been wanting them. They threw Mason in the mix. So since their big dogs want to throw him in, he's in the mix too. So we want all of them. And that's no disrespect to none of them. They gave him a belt. But what happened when he run into kids? Somebody who really had to work, bled, really banging. Man, we gonna destroy that boy.
You also mentioned some of the accolades that they were giving him, and you was, letting everybody know that, Wilfredo Benitez, he got the title at 17. They kind of marketing him as one of the youngest world champions. I mean, yeah, I mean, tell the people exactly, what you was referring to.
Because I don't think, and this is just my opinion, I don't think everybody don't have a marketing degree. Everybody haven't worked with artists developing them like I did in the music industry. So me seeing the angle they going, it's like, yo, y'all don't know the culture. Y'all gonna hurt his career more than help it once y'all say that. And we had a champion that was 17. And then other champions after that was young. Don't go that, oh, the youngest of this era or the youngest of this time. Stop that. The boy is really gifted. He could really fight. He just have one flaw, but usually he on point to protect himself from that flaw. But it is what it is, and they was marketing him wrong, and so that's why I hit the brakes on that, bro. Because they don't know whoever doing it don't know. It is what it is.
When you
But
see
everything I stated was the truth. Before people start hating, not one thing. What did I say that was wrong? Posting up a man record that's fighting for a world title
Mm.
and asking how's he fighting for a world title. I didn't say how was it Mason fighting for that world title. I asked how was this guy fighting Mason for a world title. Like how that happened. Um. So anyway, it is what it is. That's boxing. Boxing has been brought. It's been brought, brothers. So learn the game.
was this a matchup for him to look good, to look impressive, to get the knockout, or do you really feel like this guy could be a possible contender? They say he has a big, mean right hand. He did also beat Luke Campbell. What you think?
Really, Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell.
They will give
Come
him.
on now. We if that's the grounds for him fighting for a world title, is Luke Campbell. I don't know what to say. If that's who y'all want to base it on, this man, just look at his record. I don't have to talk back to whip on Mason. I sent him a personal message and said I wish him the best because I don't want to crap on him. But the thing is, like Floyd said, it's still levels. Mason was in all those camps with Floyd of getting these champions ready. So Floyd and Mason, I say, is the standard. They might be above the champions that's now because the champions helped develop them. So Sam is just sitting there to look really horrible, and Mason look really good because the Saudis are trying to build a whole economy off of these fighters. So that's what all of this about. So they're gonna make him look good as much as possible, and they're gonna protect him as much as possible. But it is what it is. That's their side of the street. Our side of the street, you gotta earn it. At Golden Boy, you gotta rock for yours. They ain't giving no crumbs. You gonna have to earn yours. So it's a difference.
Yeah. What do you think about the actual production and stuff? Like, I mean, you guys got to see it for yourselves as well, but this lead up to this fight right here, I mean, people not necessarily used to, being in Saudi Arabia is kind of expensive to get there. So, yeah, like production wise, marketing wise, what do you feel like it does for the fighters?
But before I answer that, remember that question, please. I want to answer secret dance move. You know, I got to give some of y'all some love. You said Schofield Jr. keeps pulling out of big fights. H2O, Shakur, and JoJo. Let me clear up one thing. We never pulled out of the Shakur fight. I keep telling them they could go Google that. The British board pulled Kid from the fight because he was placed in ICU. We didn't pull him from that fight. We begged for that fight. They said no. We begged for the fight after the fight. They said no. Now, the JoJo fight, the doctors said he messed up his wrist. You can't go in there and throw punches with no damn wrist. Okay? I'm sorry to say that. And then the other fight, Floyd had a broken rib. I'm sorry that we really trained the fight. Not love tap like some of them other fighters. They get out the ring, it's no blood, it's no black eyes, no broken nose, no knockouts. That ain't the type of fans we want, the ones that like that fighting. When we in camp, we fighting. And if they could make it through 8 weeks of banging, they ready to get in that ring for 39 minutes. If they get a broken rib, then they wasn't ready. A broken jaw, they wasn't ready. This is fighting. So yes, he's 23 years old, and out of all them fights, he pulled out of 2 fights. Out of 18, what, 18, 19 fights? And you still not satisfied. Get out of here. Anyway, go ahead. What was your question, my good brother? You know I gotta sometimes throw that out there.
Nah, no. Feel free to answer all the questions that you want, in the comments. I mean, but yeah, the production for the Saudi Arabia, have you seen it, for this card per se? And you've obviously experienced it. What do you think it does for the fighters?
It gives them opportunity. Now, mind y'all, I will talk some shit on here because that's what sells. Shit sells. But then I also got to be me. So it gives them an opportunity. I don't got nothing against Saudi, them going to Saudi to do their thing. If that's how they got to make their money, you for each his own. But I'm here, man. I want to bring the economy here, keep the economy here. My family looking for jobs here. For the American citizen, it's a lot of black folk unemployed. Why am I going to take the economy somewhere else? And we need the money here in America. It ain't like people look out for, especially the boxer community. It ain't like people look out for us. They don't got no medical plans, no trust funds at the end of this career, nothing. So it is what it is. It's something.
Someone in the comments says, when you guys coming back to the UK?
We not. We
Okay.
not. We safe for home. We safe for home. And now, just we got the military back, and like one of our partners now is a colonel in the army. So just a different ball game, especially with Trump in office. When people, it's just a different ball game, and I can't talk on that, but I will hope people just stay in their lane. Lead the CIA and the army alone. It ain't even worth them doing whatever they got to do. I mean, it's so messed up. Never mind. But now I'm gonna tell you, it's so messed up in this business. So many eyes, so many of them alphabet boys are looking into this business. Too many brothers making too much money getting clean to. Yo, this business learning on this side isn't what is. It is good, but it ain't what it's cracked up to be. I'm telling you. Taxes, they come with a sweep on everybody through there. They want to find out where this money goes. So I'm just giving y'all breadcrumb, and that's from the people that I'm around. So it's just crazy. Boxing is crazy now, man. It ain't like when I fell in love with it.
Mm. What do you think about January 31st, no, 24th, Morataya versus Andy Cruz? Who do you think wins that fight?
It don't matter. We got next. We mandatory for whoever win, and we mandatory for this WBA title. Those are two things we looking for right now. So it's all good. And once we get those titles, then we'll go after that WBC, and then we'll knock their little young one out.
So you don't look at that fight and like and say, hey, this guy's gonna win, and this is the guy that we're gonna have to worry about, or you kind of just wait.
1 second, somebody gave you $5, but I'm just waiting because it don't matter who win, we gotta fight the winner. So for us, it's like, we don't know what Andy coming. Have you seen Andy Cruz lately? I haven't. I haven't seen him training. I haven't seen nothing happening really from him. We don't know if he's rusty. We don't know nothing about Andy right now. So I couldn't give my opinion on that. But what they say with the $5.
John BX, thank you for the 5 piece meal. Senior literally said out of his own mouth on a video that he turned down the million for Mason because he got a 5 year, $5 million deal with Oscar.
No, that guy have it backwards. See, that ain't what I said. I said, what would you take? The 1 million or the 5 million? But what I just said is a fact. Check for yourself with Jay Prince or Curtis Meeks and ask, do we take it? I don't have to debate it with you. I gave you the proof. I'm quite sure Jay Prince would come up and say I'm lying if I didn't. So I don't gotta prove that to you, young man. Thank you for the $5. Go ahead.
Mm, mm.
But still, it's simple math though. When it came down to it, with them not wanting to take the fight, why stretch it if you got 5 million on the table? Why press the issue? If they don't want to take a fight that you was bringing him 750,000, but you getting a contract with a minimum of 5 million, minimum. That's the worst you could do. You're gonna take it too. So it is what it is. It's just simple business. But anyway, it's a lot of good things happening in boxing. It's a transition coming. Yo, Millie, why you don't bring up the fact, like I said, everything
Oh, you want to
everybody
rub
said
it
I
in?
was
You
crazy.
trying to rub it in? You trying to rub it in?
No, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just saying stay in the facts. People don't like the truth. When I came with the truth from the beginning, remember how the world got introduced to me. Because they talk about I hate Auntie. How the world got introduced to me, Devin Haney, Bill Haney was attacking my son, making up a lie like Devin stopped my son and Floyd buckled Devin. And all that. And they had the video and all this other stuff. But he come out saying, yo, my son stopped your son in 1 round. So I started defending my son against Bill Haney. Mind y'all, that's how we got introduced to this boxing world. So people made a vision off of me. I hate pops because of me protecting my son. Then after them, what? My son get poisoned out there, and I come out and say, yo, my son got poisoned. These people not playing right. Oh, he crazy. He made the shit up. It's like, yo, every step of the way, the only time they see me is when people really coming at me. When Keyshawn walked in and saying all this nonsense, and they say, I want to fight them at the end of the year. I'm defending my son. Then he turned around, he don't want to fight. So all of this is just people was attacking. People don't know me to not like me. So I never ran into one person that said they don't like me in person. Not one. Into one person called me auntie in person. Not one, because that ain't the vibe I give off. But either way, I'm glad you got us on. We want all the smoke with those guys, and that's why I'm on here. I don't want people to think it is a disrespect. No, it's competitiveness.
Mm. Who's gonna beat Keyshawn or Shakur at 140?
Africa talking about moving up, giving up the IBF title.
Yep, I did hear that.
Hitchison. So who's gonna be there? So I'm already looking at the competition we're about to face here with Mason and then up there with them. So I'm just stating the truth, but people say that whatever they want to say. I don't get them.
Do you think it'll be easier now that Jay Prince has Keyshawn? You can get all three of these guys easier because it's under one management.
No, them boys scared of Floyd, man. Them boys scared the kid, and that ain't just for no clickbait, man. If they wasn't, why wouldn't Shakur get Floyd to fight after he came out the hospital? We didn't pull out the fight. We trained, we invested $100,000 in the camp, even while they were throwing all the, not them, I say allegedly, while the others were throwing all the bullshit that we had to deal with, and they know what we was dealing with going through camp. So it's like, yo, we make it there, go through all of this, and then afterwards, you still don't allow us to get the fight. So it's like, I don't think they're in a rush to step in the ring with King, but that don't stop us in our lane. In our lane, we making our own thing ourselves like we always did. They need us more than we need them because they're not gonna fight each other. Let's keep it real. Keyshawn ain't fighting Shakur. And Mason ain't really fighting either one of them. They could talk all of that because he's not going to mess up his money. He got a monopoly. If Jay Prince would have got Floyd, because remember, I brought Floyd to Jay Prince, he would have the four horsemen right now that would take over boxing. We the only ones across the street because he turned Floyd down. So it is what it is. We over here and we gonna do what we gotta do. And this is good for boxing. We need the competition. We need the
Hell yeah,
excitement.
we need the competition.
We need
Ab-
it.
Absolutely, we do. Um, yeah, I mean, was it a shocker for you to see that he signed with Jay Prince?
No, I told y'all that when he gave up the belt. I said he gave up the belt so Mason could get the belt. And then Jay Prince made an interview saying the worst thing that Keyshawn did is just not signing to me. He need to come on over to me. It's a no-brainer what was happening. And then he took a couple of months off saying retired. Why? So he could clean up the contract, let whoever go he had to let go. It's simple business, but people don't see that shit. But I tell you one thing not about their business is fighting. Them dudes don't want to fight. They don't want no real fight. None of them. Mason might. If they allow Mason to come out the cage, Mason could really fight, man. He could really fight. We'll whip his ass, but he could really fight. Floyd would stop Mason. Even with that sparring, look at those punches Floyd landed. Mason not taking no 8-ounce glove connection from Floyd. I don't care how much he think he could tee you off. Sean Porter would be getting beat up. Sean Porter stay on their ass. After a while, the tides turn. That's how boxing is. And it will be a exciting fight. I ain't trying to shit on Mason. We want that fight. We want to prove to y'all what y'all saying. He's all that. Let us fight him next. Let us fight him next. It's that simple. It ain't nothing but a contract. And y'all know I run my shit. So I'm giving y'all the word. It ain't like Oscar gonna say, nah, don't do that. He didn't do that against Shakur. He ain't gonna do that against no Mason. But I don't think they're gonna do that. Why? Because they got bosses. They got turkey. They got to answer to people. I don't. That's why I got my big mouth. Anyway,
No, no, no. I hear you on that. Because but your concern more is to fight at home. You said that you wouldn't want to go back out there.
no. Why would I want to go back out there? Why would I don't need to fight anywhere. I would. This is what a lot of people. Before we got signed by Oscar, we were throwing the fights on our own. Like selling, like back in the day, niggas sold their mixtape out of the trunk. We built our own place here at Davies Entertainment. We filled up 1,800 people ourselves, independently. But so when it come to the business, my mind is somewhere different because I had to do it myself. I brought my promoter with me to Golden Boy and said, give us a deal. Oscar came to us, I said, give us a deal here. That we didn't go to Oscar. We was that live ourselves. So why would I go somewhere else and these people supported us? We done had main events, we fill them up, sell it out. So why would I go anywhere else if we selling it out here ourselves? That would make no
You're not in a
sense.
rush to get the millions.
We already getting the millions. That's what I'm saying. What should be the rush? We was getting the money before going there. Let me tell you how. Because we was the A side. We had to pay our fighter. We throw in the whole show. So we get the door, we get the ball, we get the advertisement, we get the whole pie. It's our show, it's our arena, it's our shit without Cameron Davies. So we was getting dough before they even jumped on board. We was selling our merch, we was selling our NFTs, we was doing our shit. We was collecting belts way before the people noticed. Just because they noticing now. This didn't happen overnight. This 20 years in the making. So anyway, let's just clear that up. We was businessmen before Oscar came. That's why Oscar did business with us. So they got bosses. They got to answer to Turkey, who's building the economy, who got to answer to a prince, who got to answer to a royal family, and then they got to answer to Jay Prince. It's so many middlemen involved in that. But I'm not saying nothing bad. But if that worked for them, that worked for them. I don't like bosses. I like being my own boss.
You know, I was listening to an interview with Bill Haney, and you just mentioned that how you guys kind of got all started on the internet. You was telling me, they mentioned you, and he said that you're his son. Did you see that interview?
I could see where Bill could sprinkle that because I'm a dad like him. And so everybody say, as soon as you come out of dad protective of your son, you like Bill Haney or you like Norman. No, we just black dads. We dads protecting our kids from a system that's designed to destroy our kids. So because we come out with confidence, that's the only thing that got our boys through this. Our confidence. We the ones who motivated our boys to say, you got this, even when the world told them no, or even when they had doubts. So these people are just weird. And Bill could never do what I did. Bill haven't been on no National Fork commercials, no movies, no nothing
It
that he
look like
had
they
his
got
son in.
a $30 million gig right now for three
They
fights.
just getting that. We did it independently.
36 or something.
We got on Ford independently before being signed with anybody. We got the deals with Everlast and all these other companies before any Golden Boy, Oscar on our own. So it's like we in a different ball game than what building them. They just learning the game. So I'm no disrespect to them, but they just learning it. If Floyd was undisputed champion, you know how many millions we would have made outside the ring with via commercials, via merch, via facial products with other companies. This is the undisputed champion. So my mind is different than his. I won't be chasing fighting money. I'd have made damn near 100 million on the outskirts. So that it is what it is. They'll catch on.
I love it. Carlos Vargas, thank you for the 10-piece. Shout out to the Bay Area. Devin Haney, I got Norman. Oh man. Shout out to Schofield. Your son won me 48K in his last fight for three parlays when he smashed Farmer. Let's go. Who's next?
That's what I'm talking about. Who's next? And I'm loving the comments. Y'all gotta understand these comments don't bother me, you little bots. Um, it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, we hoping it's Tank. We in line for Tank title. He either gotta vacate or he gotta fight us. I mean, the answer gotta come. They gotta do something. We belts. We the continental champion, we the international champion, and we the mandatory for the world title. So that's who's next, us getting our belt. And then after that, we could do what we need to do. And I hope it's Tank. No disrespect to Tank, but then people will see how great Floyd is.
Do you think that that's a possible fight?
Tank already said out his mouth, I would never get in the ring with that kid. I keep telling people that, but nobody want to believe me except his coach. His coach came up here and said, "Yeah, he said that, but not out of fear. He retiring, but not running from the Schofields. Not disrespecting them, but they came up and said it. But then their fans will say whatever they want. Tank is too big for 135, y'all. I'm sorry to say that. When we was in camp with Tank, he was 170. We know his weakness. I mean, but a lot of people don't know his weakness, so they get desperate in there. They get this and that because they don't know. And what you don't know, you don't know. But we've been in two camps with the brother. I know the brother, no disrespect to him. 135, he would not beat Floyd at 135. Floyd is too big, too strong, and he's weakening himself to get to 135. Yeah, he'll beat somebody that come up from 126. When he went to 140, he did good against Barrios because he was heavier. I
Yeah.
thought he would stay there. So him at 135, he'd risk getting a concussion fighting kid.
Mm.
That's not shitting on him. That's honest. I think at 140 and 147, he'll be more challenging for Kid. If him and Kid face each other at 147, he might be dangerous because he'll be bigger where his strength is really at. I think he would have hurt. I think he had the chances to hurt Jake in that fight because he really is a big dude that could crack. He was draining himself in these fights. Y'all didn't get to see the real Tank that we see. So all this little half a tank y'all see, like him with Roach, we know that is drained. We know it's drained. We watch him spar so many rounds. So the fans could believe what they want. But I hope he come down to 135 if he won. We would be the new face of boxing.
Shit, I mean, Tank's been fighting at 135 for a while now.
He having 4 kids. Kid got too much power, brother. I try to explain this to people, they don't understand. When I said Tevin Farmer was gonna get knocked out because Floyd got so much power, they said Tevin never been knocked out by nobody. Look at his neck. I said, y'all don't know. I'm telling y'all the power in this guy's hands is real. Nah, they dad don't know what he talking about. Look what happened in the first round. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. A punch is a punch. That boy could hit and he know where to hit. And Tank know that. Tank watch him spar. No crapping on Tank. Tank know where to hit too. But now you got somebody who know just as smart as you. You developed him. He know X mark the spots. He know the spots to knock you out. He know how to be patient to land on those spots. Because Tank taught him that. Adrian Broner taught him that. So it's like, yo, it would be an excellent fight. I hope that happened. If that one don't happen, then they said Lucas Body is in line to fight for the title. Lucas Body and Floyd. The only way that won't happen is if Lucas Body forfeit, then we'll fight JoJo. But I'm hoping it's Tank because we really want legacy. We want to knock those guys out that I told you we would.
Yeah. What do you think about Norman versus Haney?
I already told y'all, Haney don't want to bang. Haney better box. I said Haney better run, but he ended up throwing up that Twitter thing because he got offended. So when I said run, I mean he better box. He better be on the feet. He don't want to sit still with Norman. I'm not just looking at his hands. I'm talking about actually seeing this dude. I watched him grow up in Georgia. So it's like, yo, he don't want to bang with Norman or his ass is going to sleep. So he could get as fended as he want, or he could take that game plan and execute moving and boxing like he fucking Ali for 12 rounds, however many rounds they gonna go. That guy could hit. He could hit. As a kid watching him knock big dudes out. So it is what it is. People don't have to believe me. They'll see it.
Do you feel like it'll be an exciting fight? And do you feel like it's going to be inside 12?
Um I missed the question. Somebody asked some dude, Cat Tank 135. Floyd should be. I don't know what he said because the messages went up. Oh, you did? What question you was asking? I was trying to answer one of your questions, one of your people question. Okay, here you go. Dude, Cat Tank 135. Schofield should move up to 140 and show us all this you're talking about. I want to explain that to Bud Boxing, but I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. That ain't like we could all communicate as grown men, but what I gotta prove to another grown man? I'm breaking generational curses for my kids and grandkids. You think I got something to prove to you? Sorry, but now go ahead. What was your question? I just had to clear that up because I think as men, sometimes I think this system changing men. Because just the way that we view men view each other in the questions is not manly, you know. But go ahead, ask something else. I don't know why he would think I would cap about saying I was in camp with Tank. They got on the scale, he was 170. Two camps. It's a fact. It ain't like people bugging. If I'm telling you a fact and you want to argue a fact, what am I supposed to say about it? What I gotta prove?
So the fight with Haney and Norman, do you feel like it's in 12 rounds? Do you feel like it goes the distance? You did say, yeah.
Depending the game plan, everything fall on how Haney gonna fight. If Haney feel like cause he put on muscle, he gonna go in there and try to exchange with this dude. I don't know who told him muscle equate to the nerves at the back of his neck being able to take a shot. So they don't understand the science of boxing, the science, the anatomy of the body. Or otherwise, if they did, they wouldn't have put on that much weight on his body. Because that muscle is going to take a lot of gas. And he not used to fighting nobody tough and strong with that much muscle on him. Floyd used to going through with muscle, so it's easy for him to box with muscle. That muscle will weigh you down, drain you, and in the later rounds, if Norman Powell stay solid and Devin start dwindling down because that snack shit ran out, that's a joke, then he in trouble. Oh, that snack stuff is good though.
But you guys had it. You guys participated in the program.
Not coming at me. Remember they was gunning at us. Remember, I'm not even going back into that whole snack thing and the cream and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yep, yep, yep. Um, so yeah, what do you think about, obviously Haney's the A side in this fight. Norman is the B side in this fight. Do you feel like Norman has to, make it that it's not the judges can't take part in this?
I say he better be smart, man, because you can't play boxing with your life. And he's on the enemy's territory. That's their guys. I mean, just like anything, you on the block, you got Bloods, Chris, whatever. You on their side of the street. I'm just being nosy. My fault, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on their side of the street, so he better dot his I's, cross his T's, and fight a good fight because they banking a lot of money in these people winning so they could build their economy and bring fights there. They even started developing um Turkey brought part of a movie studio with celebrities that's making actual movies here. Why? Because he want to bring the celebrities there to make it seem like it's the pop spot. Y'all know how they did. They want to build the next Vegas, and um, that's on them. But understand, you go fight over there, you fighting their guy. So I don't know if people used to the streets, they'll understand what I'm talking about. If they don't, they don't understand.
Hustle, man. Thank you for the 20 piece. Salute, fellas. Senior, why do the haters and Greg Hackett keep calling you auntie all the time? Question mark. I don't understand why.
That was created by a gentleman who became an enemy because he was kicked off the team. But I'm not gonna. Oh, Floyd said bye. He got to take the baby in the room. So he said I just turned it to you. You was walking away. Say, damn, brother, you ain't gonna say bye to a brother, man. You don't know nobody now.
Yo, bye, bro. I didn't even hear you.
Oh, my fault, my fault, player. Have a good night.
Have a good night, bro.
Nah, but that's where that came from because dude hated and put up old video and shit of when I went through problems with my old lady before therapy and before finding myself. So, you know, they went on attack. People, it's like crabs in a bucket, man. You cool with motherfuckers when you broke with them. But when you start making money, everybody feel like you owe them something. And even if you don't owe them nothing, you can't carry everybody. And niggas get jealous. Niggas turn. Niggas show their true hand. And they figured it would crush me, but it actually made me more famous, more powerful. And so people just hate. But it don't bother me. See, it only could bother you if you can relate to that. And this is really the science. And that's why I say men sometimes be kind of weird. If you know you're not an auntie, why would it affect you? If somebody called me a nigga and I know I ain't a nigga, why would it affect me, their opinion of me? That's them. That's their reflection. If they could see an auntie in another man, something is wrong within them. And it's that simple. I got 7 kids, 6 boys, 1 girl, and I'm an auntie, then something is wrong within them that they need to search for, not me. So that's all that is because I'm 100% a dad, a man doing what men do, break generational curses, and I'm raising men and some of the toughest men. Y'all see my son. So how a auntie gonna raise that? Niggas, they crazy. But anyway, it's what it is. You can't satisfy everybody.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Double tap the screen if you are mobile devices. Tell me, January 31st in New York City, they saying Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Man,
Man, I
what you
hope
think about that fight?
I really hope they do fight. I really hope they do fight. That's all I could say. You know, I don't even want to get my hopes up. Y'all could get your hopes up. But I know that side. I be when I see both of them in that ring, then I will believe it. But then I know that if it's a real fight, Shakur gonna lose. Shakur gonna lose.
What do you see?
His hands not holding up.
Mm.
Y'all gotta remember that's the elephant in the room, not his talent. Shakur is one of my favorite fighters. I always said that since day one, even before him and Floyd got into their thing. My favorite fighters, but his hands, bruh. Could his hands bang for 39 minutes with somebody that's really gonna be fighting him? That's a question, really. So, I think so. I don't believe so. So that's why I'm giving Teofimo the edge because last couple of fights we seen, Shakur hurt his hands. He was shaking his hands, whether he won or not. He was still kind of hurting his hands. And I'm telling you, Teofimo is way levels above Zepeda. And Zepeda on the home team, but I'm keeping it real. Teofimo got way more skill than Zepeda on the movements and other things like that. So it's a dangerous fight for Shakur.
Mm. Your favorite? Are you favoring Teofimo in this fight?
Yeah. I favor Teofimo to knock Shakur out.
Knock him out. Yeah, Teal.
Shakur shit ain't that good. Y'all acting like Shakur fought somebody. This is the craziest thing, and people gonna be, I'm gonna have the Shakur fanboys, but just go look at his goddamn record. It's no secret. Who have he fought? Shakur haven't Zapata. Y'all ranking Zapata as an A-level fighter. What A-level fighter Shakur fought? I'll wait.
It's
Even
a
for the titles. They do the same thing that they doing with Mason. They did it with Shakur. This is what they do to give titles, to transfer the wealth, because these companies make 3% off of these fighters. They in business with these managers, and it is what it is. That tell me who Shakur fought. That Shakur, y'all consider him great because who he associate with. Because he hang around Terrence Crawford and he hang around great fighters, the Floyd Mayweather, and he stay in pictures with them. But look at their records and look at his record. What make him great? And I'm not shitting on him. But I have eyeballs and I have common sense and I'm a man. I can have my opinion. And that's the difference. People scared to have an opinion. But nobody can't prove me wrong. Nobody can look there and say he fought nobody. They could just get online and say, auntie, or this. So now he's going against Teofimo, who fought people, really won belts, really got the experience, whether against a Lomachenko or anybody else he stopped. So come on now, this is two different fighters. There's somebody who fought for what he had, and this another person was an Olympian and given stuff after having a loss. But I lean towards Teofimo, and no disrespect to either one of the fighters or their teams. I'm entitled to my opinion, like they're entitled to theirs.
No, I hear you. But obviously that's a fight that, eventually Floyd, Shakur, we would want to see that fight. You're saying that he ain't fought nobody, but what if they say,
I already, I already said we'll move up to fight 1-4 at 140. We'll fight the winner if Shakur win. And I said we'll fight him for half the money, $500,000. And I said we don't want his belt. We just want the opportunity to have him in the ring. So I already cleared that up in another interview. So it's like the offer's out there. It's on them. And if they don't want it, we won't bother him no more. We won't bother no more. So then the fans can stop saying, oh, you don't want that fight. Why would we not want the fight? I'm asking you, Millie, why wouldn't we want the Shakur fight?
it's a great opportunity?
That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't we want that? We get paid in the millions. He not a threat. He not knocking people out. He ain't like a Tank. We calling out Tank and went to fight the boogeyman. And y'all say be scared of the guy that hit the softest due to hand issues. And I'm not crapping on him. I don't want people running. It's a fact he have hand issues. And we scared of the dude with hand issues, but we're gonna go run to fight the boogeyman. This is common sense, people. Cut it out. Shakur don't want to fight us.
Mm, yeah, man. That's an interesting fight with Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson. Um,
It is. Did you see Floyd and Teofimo stand next to each other? You see how big Floyd is to Teofimo? I said that I posted up a picture with them standing next to each other. Man, Floyd is big. Floyd is big. I could see Shakur Teofimo. And Teofimo is a nice guy. He walked it up to us, showed love, took a picture with Floyd. Like he's scared. Everybody want to take a picture with him. He like, nah, I'm getting a picture for Pops. And so I really love the respect and everything I get for the fighters from fighting for the fighters. So it's a good thing. I don't usually get hate, only online with bots.
so you feel like that's what you want. That's what you what happens if Teal wins? You want Teal?
Over over this thing that he got. And I mean, anybody that something happened to, and it's supposed to have been your friend, and your friend start disrespecting your dad, calling your dad a fag, all this, but this is your friend. Y'all take pictures at every amateurs. You were so respectful then. You sign to somebody else, you become a gangster and start calling somebody dad a bitch and all this, and you already know it ain't like that. So for Floyd personally, it's a personal thing. He want to get him in that ring because it's personal. Forget what happened in society. Forget all the other stuff in Florida. It's just the fact, yo, listen, we got something to square up and settle. And so I want Floyd to get that out of his system. That's why I said we'll go to 140 because right now he's still dealing with 135 to come undisputed. But for that fight, I let him clear it out of his system. And that would be a mega fight. But Floyd would destroy Shakur. He would destroy him.
Mm.
But it is what it is. I don't want to crap on nobody money or hurt their brand. I'm just confident about my guy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting them. Supposed to feel my guy would destroy them. That's my duty as his dad. I can't say, oh well, maybe you won't, because then he have that. So I'm just doing my job. And I believe in my boy.
Coach Marcus,
But life is good. You're not answering none of your people questions. Some of them want me to answer too. They, oh
go right
Lord, they trying to
ahead.
come.
Go pick your favorite one. Coach Marcus, thank you for the three piece. What's up, fam? Cam fight Saturday, Miami. Blessings, Coach.
Cam is my guy. Cam is my guy. That's why I said anybody that could talk to any boxer coach, all they got was love for me. Even with their fighters, I'm not that individual that people could really hate on and auntie and this. Yo, it's just weird. It's weird. People that decide to use that should ask themselves where that come from. It's crazy. And I'm not giving the dude no shout saying his name or none of that nonsense because I give you a bit in peace. Um, if a nigga hate on you because your girl, the chick you dating, and niggas attack like, man, Floyd fought for, let's say, a group because we was down with these motherfuckers. We was in Atlanta, we fought for them on their little thing. Do you know they didn't even pay him for being in the ring? They kept all the money. Shit like that was happening. And we running with these dudes and repping their brand and their name and, just in honor of them because they're old friend and, you know, but niggas stab you in the back, niggas tap into your cameras, niggas do this type of weird shit like that. Try to break you up with your girl, causing havoc at home. It's like, yo, those are the storms I had to go through. And this is what you face when you start making money. Motherfuckers become real weird. So that's what I had to face from them dudes, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Boxing is crazy. And the only reason I'm telling y'all this is for y'all young boxers that want it. Yeah, love it. You make a lot of money, but it's a lot of vultures and it's a lot of boxers that don't leave with money. And that's for a reason. And they got a system of making sure boxers don't leave with money.
Mm.
Fuck all that. Even if you make why you think Mayweather go through so many money problems? It don't listen to that song by Jay-Z, Still Nigga. I think it's OJ. Is the song something? Still nigga though. And he talking about no matter what level you on, you still a nigga. So I hope y'all wake up to that because when you playing for millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars, you got a different level of demon. And these guys is not playing fair. So I hope you keep motivating and pushing that fight for us in Mason and us in Shakur. That's the whole reason I'm on here. To say, yo, we want next. We want those fights. We want those fights. There ain't too many motherfuckers out here. Let's keep it real. It's not too many people to fight out here. Who else is there to fight? It's only a handful. And they ain't letting no more American boxers in. Can't y'all see that? There's nobody popping up. They not letting nobody in. All we got is the Shakur, the Keyshawn, the Mason, the Carmel. It's a handful of fighters for a reason. They are blocking American fighters from coming in. So we got a handful, so we calling out the ones that we could call. And if people say that that's dumb or it is what it is. If y'all can't open your eyes and see what's happening in American boxing, we ain't gonna have American boxing soon. It's all gonna be overseas. The zone is from overseas. All American companies closed down. Everybody. Now the big promoter, they want to make their own belt. Man, if you can't see, but y'all better get y'all money because the door is closing.
Yeah, that especially what's happening with the UFC and that the scandal that's going on. That was pretty crazy as well. Just to
No, it
hear
wasn't
about
because I
that.
came back and told everybody. I came back and told everybody. They said I was crazy. You just was scared of Shakur. And I was like, yo, it ain't like that. But it is that. That's why I ain't gonna get back into that. I'm glad everybody. But you want to know the funny thing? God works in mysterious ways. I tell you, God works in mysterious ways. And I came from some praying women. Some real praying women. I'm talking about hoodoo type praying women. If people know what that is. Psalms 23 say, What? Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for God is with me. And they go through all of that. All I can say is, I know what happened to my son. Somebody died of cancer later, real fast, rapid cancer. And other things fall into line, like the FBI now looking like, okay, gambling, all right. So sometimes when somebody is favored, it's best to leave them alone. Don't go attacking what God already put into place, because now you fighting God, and that's what they ran into. And so all I can say is just let God play his course. It's a reason that we have this position. We came from nothing. God got us here for a reason to do what we do. These if they anyway, I don't know why people are reporting the Ali Act. Like people rather talk about Floyd, about all this, but people are still not talking about the Ali Act. How many promoters have been transparent with these fighters and let them know how much money they make before the fighter sign a fight contract? Not one. They don't sit there and say, well, you know what, we taking home $3 million. Um, because them not disclosing that to you. They could tell you they giving you 100,000 for this fight. You'd be like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, the manager get 20, 25% out of your purse, which means he works for you. But now let's say Netflix or the Zone allegedly promoter telling y'all a little bit of business, a 5-fight deal throughout the year. They gave him $20 million. The promoter get to keep whatever's left. So if he want to sit there and not disclose to you that he's walking away from this fight with $2 million, but he gave you $50,000, you the main event. Now, if he told you from the beginning, listen, after this fight is done, I'm making $2 million, you gonna say, nigga, how? That's my money. You get 25% of what I'm supposed to make. But without the Ali Act, you don't know the roles of reverse. You think you're getting what they paid you. So people would rather talk about the dumbest stuff, not the stuff where boxers getting robbed. And now these people trying to put it in place to even rob them and play in plain sight. Like, don't even hide the fact you're robbing them now. We're gonna just remove the shit and rob you in plain sight. So why isn't the boxer community talking about that? They not. They dib and dab. And then we get like, not to crap on people. Then we get Showbiz the God. I think his name is that. We need to try out the league. Really? The same league that's capping everything? That's saying they only get 70,000. They risk their life, but they get 70,000, but we walking away with 100 million. So mm, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying this as a saying, because this is the only way I think that people can understand it. But it always been house niggas. It always been motherfuckers that protect the master. Always. That's why the slaves never ran up in the master house and turned that shit up. Because it always been niggas shooting at them and warning, master, they coming. So it's always been like that. It didn't change now. Whoever got the money is the master. They controlling the board, man. And that's how it is. And some of these dudes are willing to be brought. They willing to be brought. They willing to close the door on everybody else's kids that get freedom from this boxing. It is what it is. I
Loyalty
don't
over
like it.
dinero. Thank you for the two-piece. With all being said, I got bills. Who's wins Saturday night? They talking about
Oh,
who.
wait. Somebody with good sport. I think I need to answer your question. You say you talk online, but not in person. You see that? There's video of them looking at each other and Shakur like, I didn't know you was that big, and kid laughing at him and say, yeah, I am that big. So I don't know why these dudes come. They make up shit. I think these are bots. Anyway, go ahead. Ask what you was asking.
London, thank you for the five-piece. How do you want all these fights and you don't fight?
How we don't fight? My son got 19 fights. See, that's why I said people don't think about what they asking. He's not even in his prime. And he's in line for a title and got 19 fights and hold 2 titles. How we don't fight? I'll wait. Next question. See, this is weird stuff, and this is what we got to talk about. Most of these are bots. And let me tell you how they do it. There's a system where you could pay and they will attack your competition. Like I could pay and I could have it attack your Instagram account. Every time you post, shit. And you could pay per 10, per 30 a day. So half of this shit be bots. It don't even be real fucking fans. Your account, it ain't even a real account. So I just want to put you up on that game too. These people got a lot of ways to control y'all minds to make y'all believe it's a champion that you're looking at. But it's a clone, it's an actor.
It's a clone. It's an actor.
I would like to see Shakur fight somebody. Yeah. Have Shakur fought any of them? Shakur haven't fought Ryan. Shakur haven't fought Tank. Shakur haven't fought Devin. I hope Teofimo go through. He haven't fought none of them. None of his peers have he fought. And I'm not crapping on him. It's just, yo, y'all are bugging to put people on pedestals before they earn it. That's what's killing the sport. Let motherfuckers earn it. Let them earn your money. That will keep the sport alive. Anyway, because I don't want people to think this whole show about Shakur.
Mhm. Uh, the breaking news: Jake Paul's fighting Anthony Joshua. December
That's
19th.
good.
Who do you?
You say,
What's
oh, good sport is a clone channel. I'm telling you, because he hot. That motherfucker, he's sending out so many so many messages. I didn't know you could type that fast, brother. My son fought a Tevin Farmer last, who was a champion. Slept him. So thank you for your comments, brother. Apparently you're not into boxing, whoever you are, bot. Anyway, and Chris, you going with yours, Chris. Let me help you out. You said bots is crazy. Mill, he said all you have is bots on your channel. I didn't say that, Chris. See, that's what y'all starting to bullshit. I put you on game how people could attack a channel using bots. Because that's what I experienced running the channel with 300,000 people on it that I built from nothing. So I'm telling you what's going on. So anyway, thank you for your message, sir. I gotta give you they gotta get answered that they don't want to come because I think they come for my attention, truthfully. All right, you said Shakur was your favorite fighter the first interview you did. I just Loud is my favorite fighter. If they I call them out because they comp. So I don't. What's the issue? You don't want me calling them out? Who you want me to call out? A cab driver? Then y'all say we didn't fight nobody. So make up your mind. Do you want me to call them out and set up the fights? You don't. So anyway, sorry, I'm just going through your
nah, nah.
messages,
If you go
y'all. So keep your
after
messages
all
coming.
of them, you go crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you do your thing. I ain't gonna lie.
To make them feel like they're alive and they want to. But anyway, you got any other questions?
I can get the phone lines in as well. You know, if you wanted to answer some of the people's, they can call in on Mill City
Yeah,
Boxing.
you can.
All right, we're live on
You
Instagram.
can. But let me answer.
Go ahead.
Let me answer T. Scott. T. Scott, the toxicology show that that kid was poisoned. The British Board of Commission pulling his license, him being placed in ICU, show he was poisoned. So what is your point? This was, and it's in February. I don't want to dwell on it, but this shit happened. What the fuck you want me to say? We got over there, someone tried to kill my son. They poisoned him. Toxicology showed that somebody tried to kill him. What you want me to do? And before we got there, all the other bullshit. And this was the only camp we was in preparing for one fighter. We never had SWAT teams run down, kick our door before, tires stabbed, gear stole out of the car, passport stolen. All my shit I say is real. I never fake. That ain't me. Now, one person could say I fake anywhere, in person or here. So anyway, it is what it is. That's what happened. Get over it. I'm the one who had to deal with it. My son, the one who had to deal with it. We pass it. He went through his therapy. I went through my going through my therapy. My son was. They tried to murder my son. So I learned the different side of boxing, and I'm not gonna get caught slipping like that again. They caught me slipping, going somewhere where I had no protection at all. Not even the U.S. government to protect me. So fuck that. Yes, they poisoned my son. Not them, but somebody, allegedly, because people came out with lawyers. I got the proof though. I know who put out the hit. I'm just saying that. I know who put it out. But it is what it is because how I was raised up. Once you know, you know. You don't gotta take it to no cops.
Smash the like button, y'all. We got 340 people on the YouTube. We are live on Instagram. If you guys want to call in, ask some questions to Floyd Schofield Sr. This is your time. Really appreciate everybody, and make sure you double tap the screen if you're on mobile devices as well. The call-ins are live on Instagram on Mill City Boxing. Oh, we got Kid in the building. I see Kid. Uh,
You getting up.
what was that? I,
You breaking up. You
oh,
like
did I freeze?
back.
No, I said I seen Kid on the in the live. I said Nico Jamal says he's so fruity. Kid, kid, kid says, ask
Oh,
my dad why he ain't get me the new Bentley yet.
because I'd rather buy him houses and subdivisions. It's a no-brainer. Let your money make the with the money your money made. You don't spend your money. So
He ain't
yeah,
trying to.
I
He
think
ain't
young
trying
men
to hear
just
that.
figure when it come in. Yeah, because when you know when you're young and you see money like that coming in, you figure it's never gonna end. And people don't realize it's a season. You're not gonna be making $1 million a fight or this a fight every fight. One day you get to the top of the mountain, you gotta come down off of that mountain. You're gonna have to come down. So you see, his ass.
Yeah, I hear.
Oh, of his
First
stuff.
caller, first caller coming in. Almighty, what's going on? What's going on, gang? What's the?
Peace,
I'm gonna
peace.
ask you the real questions now.
Go ahead. I need some of those. That's why I came up here.
All right, pops. Now you know your son is one of the best up and coming fighters right now. What? I just don't get it. There's no reason bro keeps pulling out of fights. What's going on, pops?
When you got a broken rib, you got to pull out of a fight. When the doctors say your rib is broken, the medical things, well, the doctors, when the real doctors say your rib is broke,
Who broke
you
his
ain't
rib,
have no fight.
pops?
Because,
Who broke his rib,
you
pops?
know, Spawn. Yeah, it's documented. It's a fact. It ain't, I don't have to hide nothing, bro. It's out there. So anyway, he had a broken rib.
Okay, hold on, hold
They
on, hold
pulled
on.
him
Let
out
me
that
ask you
fight.
a question.
Hold up. You want me
You
to answer
always
the
say,
question or you want to argue a debate? That's a different thing. Because you asked
no,
me a
no,
question,
no,
I'm answering your
go
question.
ahead, answer.
So the hand, his hand, he sprung his hand, throwing a punch the wrong way. And the doctor pulled him out of that because they said he tore ligaments in his hand and hurt his hand. And he's only 23. That's how he make his money. Why would he go in there and tear it more? That would make no sense. And that would be a long surgery where you out for almost a year and about 100,000. So that's why. And my son got 19 fights. Why don't you talk about that? Not the ones he pulled out from. Why? What about the ones that he went into? So anyway,
You
there's
ready
a
for me
different
to talk?
perspective. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's just start with the 19 fights. We'll go back the opposite
No,
way.
I answered your
We
question,
don't know
correct?
him. We don't
Did I
know
answer your
him.
question?
You gotta fight
Did I answer your
somebody we
question?
know. We've been waiting for this. All the
Did I?
fans
No,
been
no,
waiting for the
no.
public and
You
for the
don't. No,
fans.
you did. Did I answer your question about the two fights? You asked about the two fights, the two pullouts. Did I answer that? I just want to make sure I
Yes,
cleared
sir.
that base because you.
But that's
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Now I answered
just
another one. I
not.
just
I
want to
mean,
make sure I
look
answered it.
here,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
we can't prove the Shakur shit. We can't prove that shit. That's we can't
It
even
ain't on
get
you
that
to
in front
prove.
of
It
you.
ain't
But
your life.
we give you
It ain't
guys
on you
this
to
for that.
prove. It ain't on. It ain't your life. It ain't on you to
We take
prove. It ain't your
the
life.
information. As fans, we want to watch Kid Austin.
You're not. You're
We want to
not.
see
You're
him
not our
run.
fans. You're not my fan.
Yes, we
Show me where you
are.
at on my.
We good.
Hold up.
That's
Listen.
what you are.
Listen, sir. You gonna let me talk? Are you on my? Are you a subscribe? Are you a subscriber of ours? Are you on our
Yes.
subscription page on YouTube? Tell me your thing. Because if you're a follower, that means you invested. Do you got one of our NFTs? Show me one of the shirts you got of
Oh, we're
ours.
talking about like no.
No,
Okay,
what
well,
I'm saying is if you
I'll be honest. No.
no,
I watched Kid Austin. I follow him on
brother, no,
Instagram,
no,
but we're
hold
trying
up.
to
It's a
get behind
difference from
us.
it's a difference from a fan and a spectator. Then you said a fan. So do you got any other fan merch? Are you signed up helping anywhere? So no, you a
How can he
spectator. So
pop?
you can
How can
ask.
he pop?
Never
How
mind.
can
I'm
he
talking to you,
Joshua? Right,
brother.
right. He said to tell you that we
No,
want to see our boy out
you're
there.
not allowing me to talk to you. You say you a fan. All I ask is, do you got any merch? I'm trying to identify if you a fan.
We got a
Could you show me the
merch.
merch?
We fan.
Or could you tell me the subscription that you on of ours? Because we even have an OnlyFans. Tell me your OnlyFans thing. We got a sports OnlyFans. So come on, you're a
Pop,
fan,
you know,
brother.
no, you get to the
Hold
beat
up,
wrong.
hold
Pop,
up.
we're
I just
not
want to
gonna talk about
clarify:
the
are
real
you a
stuff.
fan or a spectator? Let's say what it is.
When
Are you a
we
fan?
get to the meat and bones, Pops, I'm a fan. I like to see Kid Austin fight. The issue is he's
Okay,
not
you
going to
said a
get the big
fan.
fights he wants because he keeps pulling
Brother,
out.
can I ask you the
The issue is
question? You
he's
said you're a
not going to
fan.
get.
What
He's
subscription
not going
page?
to get
You
the
could go
strength
subscribe
unless
to our
he
page
fights
now,
there.
brother. You could go subscribe to our page now if you want to be a fan. But don't come on imitating a fan. Because that fan wouldn't ask me those
Yeah.
questions you asked.
It's you,
Like
man.
why you
Obviously,
pulled out
it's you.
twice.
Obviously,
Why
it's
we
you.
pulled out twice.
I don't
I
know
love
what's
this
going on, man.
excitement. Yeah, I love it. You're not a fan.
Oh,
You're a spectator. It's
yes.
a difference, bro. It's a difference. I love my fans.
Why you
I,
get so mad when anyone gets a little bit criticism? It's
That's not
constructive
criticism.
anyway.
I told you the truth. The problem is you don't want the truth. You say you're a fan, so I asked you. Our fans buy merch and everything. Show me one thing you have. Go to the next caller, Millie, because he's not
No
answering the
one
questions.
else
He say he a fan.
doing it.
Prove you a fan. Prove you a fan, brother.
You
I
got
don't
any
need
other
you. What I'm
questions?
saying is I don't need you to talk because you're not a fan. You're an imitator.
Hold on.
You're an imitator. I'm, go ahead. I know
Okay.
I raised him to have it. You don't have to
Louis,
tell me that. When I'm saying if you're a fan, what subscription page are you on? Don't classify yourself as a fan if you're a spectator. Don't come with no weird questions. I'm not attacking you. I'm just setting the boundary. If you're a fan, I know my fans. I got 300,000 strong. Tell me who you are, and I tell you if you're a fan. Because you're not. So if you want to be one, come in and I'll explain it to you. But my son had 19 fights and he fought a champion that he demolished in one round. So you can't tell me nothing on my son. You can acknowledge from a distance and be happy you get to talk to me, brother. Don't come with no weird shit though. Right, that's weird. Why he pulled out of two fights? It's boxing. We training for fights. Go ahead.
Leaper, Leaper, thank you for the 5 piece. Is there still an investigation going around with Shakur's fight?
I don't know. I don't know. That if they got investing go around Shakur fight, that's on them, the Turks, and Jay Prince and them. I don't know what's happening behind Shakur's scene.
Okay.
But these guys, listen, Millie, and I don't want people to think I'm not aggressive. But a person is not going to imitate one of my fans because I know what one of my fans going to ask. They ain't going to come ask why our kid pulled out. They know how hard he worked. So that already let me know this ain't no fan. It's somebody who want clout. This somebody who want to get up here and act a fool, so I act a fool with you then. Because come on with that. Why he pulled out of two fights. He 23 years old and
All
work
right.
hard. Go
We
ahead.
got we got some more callers.
Go ahead.
Lewis, what's going on, Lewis?
Yeah, I just got one question.
Yes, sir.
Would Kid be willing to get in the ring with Gary Russell Jr.?
Gary Russell Jr. not on our weight class. If
Yeah,
Gary Russell Jr. would want to get and Gary Russell do it 130. It's if he want to come
Nah,
up and fight
he's at
us.
135 now.
He must have just came here. Who he campaigned against at 135? Did y'all ask him would Shakur fight him? No, the question, the weird thing is y'all would come to
I
us.
want
He
to
just
know that
moved up.
question
Did
too.
you ask why he been around forever? Why he didn't fight Shakur then? Why they didn't fight? Why you want the
I
new
want to know
guy to
that one
fight? And
too.
now what I'm saying is he would not, Gary Russell would not stand a chance against kids. So you could throw any name you want against my son. They would not stand
No,
a chance. I
no,
said hold up, brother. I said,
there's no
hold
dig
up, brother.
towards your son.
Hold up, brother. I'm answering your question.
It's
I
just no
said from
problem.
day one, hold up, brother. I said from day one, my son was the greatest boxer of all time. So it don't matter what name you throw in there. I already said what my son was. That's how I know you're not a fan. It
What
don't
you
matter
mean?
who you got, my son is gonna beat them. And my son is gonna beat them. No matter who you got, call any name you want. That's around his weight. We've been in the rings with them. We've been in the gyms with them. Gary Russell never called out Kid Austin, did he? But you want to call out Gary Russell. Go ahead, Millie.
I like to
I
see the
just had to
fight.
answer him because it's weird. It's weird. Gary don't want to fight us. He don't want to fight us. And then, Millie, the crazy thing, remember, we hit up every champion asking for a fight. Look how long ago we hit up Tevin before we even got a fight with Tevin or JoJo. Years. So this guy just entered this division. Y'all think he want to fight Kid? Come on now. Give me some real questions. I want to help y'all build. I want to help y'all build. That's crazy. Gary Russell?
I'm out.
What have
Appreciate
Gary Russell done? What have
appreciate your call,
Gary
Lewis.
Russell done right now, man? If
We
he
got
beat Gary Russell, they'll say Gary Russell was old. Why we got to get all the old motherfucking fighters?
damn.
Then like the JoJo Diaz, the Gary Russell, the Tevin Farmer. Then we don't get no credit when we beat them. Millie, somebody still on the phone? I was just talking to you.
No. Yeah, we've been getting callers, so I just been just throwing
My
them in there.
bad. I thought they was all.
No, you're good. Ty Sharp, thank you for the call. What's going on, man? Where you calling from?
Hold on, before you ask this question, somebody paid you $4.99. We didn't go
Taiwan.
outside. We only had room service. Arabia, only
All right,
room service.
I'll read it. Taiwan.
Yeah.
Taiwan, thank you for the 5 piece. Do you think if you ate food outside of the hotel instead of Saudi Arabia, it could have lessened the chances of Junior getting sick? I realize Norman Sr.
No,
said this.
no, because what was found in his system wasn't nothing that came from a food. He was poisoned, and it was attempted murder. It ain't no fucking burger. It ain't no. It ain't no burrito. I'm sorry, and we moved on from it. Like I keep telling y'all, we moved on from it. But those that know, it's that simple, and they don't want to fight us anyway. But thank you. No, Floyd only ate room service.
I got a question.
I got
So
my man.
can I ask my question?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. The
My bad.
gentleman is
Hold
on
on.
the phone. What do you say?
So so I just wanted to ask, given everything that happened in the past, I'm not bringing up no old fighters or nothing like that. I'm still just not discovering Kid Austin. Heard about him for a while. Heard about you guys for a while. Got a lot of respect for you as a black father. But inside of the game, I want to know at what weight class do you see you guys taking on like the new faces, the new up and comers like Abdullah Mason, Camaro Moulton, Queen Moses? Do you think those are fights that need to marinate, or are you looking like, maybe soon you guys will probably meet up at 140 when Kid decides to move up after he's done chasing his goals?
Those guys don't want to fight us. They scared of Kid, man. I don't know how else to tell y'all that. Because we took the fight. We took the fight with Mason for the $1 million. And I explained this earlier. I got on the phone with Jay Prince myself, with Curtis Meeks as a witness, and told him, yeah, we'll take the million. He said, you're not gonna bring home $1 million, you're gonna bring home 750,000. I said, well, take it. They turned down the fight, not us. And then I went to the $5 million that was sitting there since they didn't take the fight. Shakur, after we got out the hospital, we didn't pull out the fight against Shakur. The British Board of Commissions did when they put Floyd in ICU.
I know that.
So no, what I'm saying
That's
is
why I'm saying,
after
like the younger guys,
after
the guys your age or a little bit younger.
they don't want to fight, they don't want to listen. They grew up with Kid. You gotta remember, everybody that you can name came through the amateurs. They seen Kid. Some of them shared the ring with him. We shared the ring with Masons before. We beat them already. We beat them already in real amateurs. So it ain't like these guys don't know each other. So these younger guys don't want to get a loss on their thing fighting this monster. He was getting listen, and then since y'all
I just I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you answering my question as a father. I appreciate what you're
thank
doing
you.
for the black men out here in the leadership that you're showing, man. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, man.
Thank you,
Appreciate your
sir.
call.
You too. Yeah, sir.
KD from the Mill City. What's going on, KD?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I got a
What's up?
question.
What's up?
First of all, salute. Love everything you're doing.
Yeah.
But I got it's a compound question.
I'm just eavesdropping. Huh?
You said it pertaining to Gary Russell that he's old, and that's one of the reasons you don't want to fight him. But Kevin Farmer old, and you said
He didn't want to fight him.
You said
I never
you
once
said
said that.
why y'all want me to fight all the old guys?
Too old, like Floyd beat Tevin, but they said, oh, well, maybe Tevin was just too washed up, and after two fights, he won't get credit beating a Gary Russell. They'll say Gary was in his prime. So Mason is in his prime. Mason is in his prime, and we call Mason out. We call Shakur out. We call Tank out. We call all the people on the top out. We call Mortaya out. They was in negotiations. The zone said Mortaya was asking too much right now. So what else we got to prove to y'all?
Nobody wants to fight, but who does want to fight?
Nobody want to fight, brother. Nobody want to fight. Because remember, you got to remember this, young man. Floyd was the sparring partner, getting them ready for their fights. The Tank, the all of them. And if you understand that, if you understand that, you understand they called this young man, 17 years old, while they was champion. Said, could you come help me prepare for my fight? Like Devin Haney was fighting against Gamboa. Sean Porter was fighting against Crawford. They called my son. And they don't beat up on my son. So they know already what eight out. You're not allowing me to answer. You're not allowing me to complete the answer. So go ahead. They already know with 16-ounce gloves and a headgear on, if he hurt them then, what are they gonna do with 8-ounce gloves on? I told y'all who he hurt in the thing. Y'all don't want to believe me. Huh? I can't hear what he said. What he said?
If nobody wants to fight your son, then your son might as well just retire.
Wow, we still making millions. We just signed a deal for $5 million minimum. That don't make sense what you're saying. You're in your emotions for what my son is accomplishing. And that sounds crazy. That has nothing to do with you. Yeah, truthfully, hold on. Truthfully, hold on. I'm not engaging with you, but truthfully, your opinion don't matter. I gave you time. This ain't your life. This ain't your money. So why, as a man, you're worrying about my son fighting because he's a scared? Dude's always been scared to fight certain people. Sugar Ray, Aaron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard ran from. I'm trying to give you history on Bob, who was a champion. It ain't the first time people running boxing. This ain't nothing new, man.
Who is your son gonna fight?
Brother, my son is already set up to fight in February. We got a lot of people to fight. We got Zepeda, we got JoJo, we got Tank because we in line number one for the title. So the first one we got to fight is Tank. We number one. And then we in line to fight more tire. We the mandatory. You're trying to debate me. You don't want me to tell you. You asked me who he gonna fight. He in line to fight two champions now for the belt. So I'm answering your question just because you don't see it. I know the business of boxing. So we're gonna fight the world champions for the titles. And we in line to make millions fighting them. Manager, and he's doing his job as a fighter, young man. Have a great night. I answered your question. Who is he gonna fight? I told you who he's gonna fight. He in line for the world title.
You told me who he's in line to fight, not who he's gonna fight.
Brother, and what I'm telling you, he's mandated to fight Tank. I just answered that. He's mandated to fight for the world title. And I already expressed he either gonna fight Tank or they put Lucas Body to fight for Tank title. He just won in his last thing a competition where he get to fight for the world title. So you know who we gonna fight. It's only two. The thing is, you gotta study boxing because I shouldn't have to answer these questions if you was a real boxing fan of ours. You would know this. It's been out there already. So that's what I'm saying. You're jumping on, but you got to become a fan because now I'm wasting my time answering questions that's been out on social media already. It's been out there. He won a title. Floyd is number one mandated. Tank got to answer or he leave the belt. And then after Cruz and Muay Thai, Floyd get is the mandatory. That's who we fighting first. And then JoJo is in line to fight. Zepeda is in line to fight. If they need somebody for Mason to fight.
Your son's a great fighter. I just want to know who he's fighting. I think your son's a great
Brother, like I said, you could go to the next question. I answered who the brother's supposed to fight, brother. I don't know what else to tell you there if you don't understand the answer I
Not
gave
who
you.
he's supposed to fight, who he's gonna fight. Gonna fight. That's all I want to know.
Like I said, he's supposed to fight Tank. I can't make Tank get in the ring. He mandatory to fight Tank, brother. You asked me the same question. I cannot. I don't know what Tank gonna do. If Tank don't take the fight, then Lucas Body is in line to fight for the title. How do I know which one of them gonna? You asking me to answer what Tank gonna do. That's what you're asking me to answer. We're in line to fight for the world title that we earned. Tank is next in line.
So y'all waiting for Tank.
Oh my God. Could you go to the next call? I'm not wasting my time. This guy don't even watch by. I've been said that we would stop Tank. I mean, come on now. This is I'm not wasting my time. Go to the next question. This dude not even a fan of ours. He gonna ask me that. How you gonna ask me that shit? And I've been yelling we gonna stop Tank. Yo, this guy, see, they be characters. They come up here. They come up here for I don't get it. All right, I got about 10, 15 more minutes if y'all got some real questions.
London, thank you for the 5 piece. Man, Auntie, your son got punched and turned around in a fight. Do you really expect us to believe your son is really like that?
I don't care what you believe. I bet your son ain't like that. Anyway, and my son still won the round, won the fight in every round. Did you mention that part after? Come on, give some respect. Did he mention that one after? Oh, he
Shout
didn't
out,
mention that one. He didn't
shout
mention
out
that
to
one.
shout out to the legend Shannon
Uh,
the Cannon Briggs in the house. For, former
go champ.
heavyweight champion.
Let's go, champ.
2 times. Let me get that straight.
Yeah, I gotta respect him. He's the real deal. And then how he remarketed himself after he's brilliant. I like that brother. What's up?
Absolutely. We here talking Shannon. We talking about the fights. This is Floyd Schofield's dad. You know,
Floyd right here. He's circling hearing what y'all saying. My son don't go too far. He said he
Floyd's
just
here as
chilling.
well.
Yeah. Um, but now everything I'm saying is true. People gonna get offended because they just don't understand boxing. What's up?
You know it's crazy, Mills. People call my dad crazy and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure if they had a child that was doing what I was doing, they'd be the same way. If not, then
They not a dad.
they're not a dad. I mean, shoot. I think my son could be the next Ray Lewis, and he could be more. I think you got skills. I think you're explosive. I got no knock on your skills. I think you're a great fighter. I was asking who you.
I don't know who that is.
I think you're a great fighter. I think you're a great fighter. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, nobody said nothing that
All right,
was wrong
brother.
with your
Appreciate
confidence.
you.
I think your pops thinks I'm saying you're not a great fighter. I think you're a great fighter. Because I think
No,
you're
I
a
didn't
great
say
fighter.
you just said that.
I know what you said. We just don't know who we fighting yet. We waiting on.
Yeah, I didn't say you was they said anything like that. I said we don't know yet because we got to see what Tank gonna do.
Yeah, we don't know who.
Yo, I told you we supposed to fight Tank. I'm sorry you're in the back of the class. I said we supposed to fight Tank. And we got to see what Tank doing. And you keep asking the same question like the answer gonna change. I don't know what Tank gonna do. We're in line to fight for the world title. Did he get that? Did he
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that?
I don't know if he got it.
Did
I
he
don't know if he
get
got it.
that? Right, I don't know. He kept asking the same question 5 times, Millie. And I'm trying my best not to be rude. It's like, yo, I can't answer the question any different, brother.
Yo,
I think your son's a great fighter. I want to see him in great fights. That's
I
all I'm
think
saying.
he is too. I developed him for 20 years to be that great fighter. He's a product. I know he didn't just wake up. He didn't just wake up becoming a great fighter.
Well, yes, I did. I came. Of course not.
He, he's a, and it took no, and it took 20 years of developing him. He didn't go to school. He was homeschool boxing by me. Everything. Hold up, because when everybody's saying I'm crazy, they need to meet Mr. Frankenstein. Then the one because y'all don't give enough respect to the coaches and dads that spent millions developing the product. You know, I know what my son is. I know what my son could beat. I seen him in the ring with him. I don't have to impress not one of y'all fans. I got 300,000 that I gotta answer to every day. So any stragglers that don't understand, I can't catch you up on 5 years of this shit. My
New
son been in the ring with everybody getting them ready for their fights. Everybody. Tank said I'm never getting in the ring with him. So just because Tank said it, then y'all would tell me, oh, you got a problem. You don't want to fight Tank. Tank said he would never fight us. Come on now. Get real, y'all. Anyway, go ahead, Millie. I'm taking over your show rambling.
Smash the like button, y'all. We got over 400 people on the YouTube. Really appreciate you guys for tapping in. Double tap the screen so we can be, we can get visible. What do you want? We get visible? So we can improve the visibility of the show. So we got new
Yeah,
caller
somebody
coming
put money.
in.
Somebody gave you money. Somebody another $1.99.
Taiwan, thank you for the two-piece. Junior and senior, Norman versus Haney. Who would you put your money? Who would you put 100K on?
None of them.
Huepate.
None of them. 100K. I could invest it in stock, bro. I could put. I mean 100K because he ain't. No, he said 100K. 100,000. You better. But 100,000 he could put in an account with recurring interest, feeding that account in a couple of years. He had millions. So I wouldn't bet on no fight. He got it like. Why would I put it? I'll invest it the right way. Norman for the knockout, though. Yeah, Norman for the knockout. Boy said he said bet Norman for the knockout. You know, life is good, Millie. Life is good, brother. Although we got the other shit, life is good.
New caller,
Man,
new caller coming in. M Walk, what's going on?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
what's up? What's up?
What's up, Sam?
I'm hanging in there, brother, dealing with all the nonsense, but hanging in there.
Oh, it's all, it all comes part of the game, man. You know it come along
Yeah.
with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everything going?
Man, going good. Cam getting busy Saturday, man. So we looking forward to that.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yes, sir.
Because they'll say that I'm talking reckless. Maybe you could give them a character reference.
Look, man, we know better than that, man. I seen that young man from a young one, from a little jit, man. So he always had the heart, man. He had a fight, man. Trust me, he had a fight. It's the boxing game. People just gotta understand it's the boxing game, and and Pop's gonna steer him straight. That's all I can say. He's gonna steer him straight. He's gonna do the best interest, for his son, more so for his son than the sport. And and that way he can continue to be a blessing to the sport. That's what we're looking forward to. He's gonna give great fights. He's gonna be in some great fights. And we gotta let this stuff mature, man. And it's more business than anything that people gotta take, people gotta be accountable for. And it's a lot of injuries that go on, man. It's a lot of mental stuff that these young men go through, these coaches go through. Um, on top of that, you gotta understand without just being Norman Senior, myself, you, Haney, all these Bill and Haney, like as long as they've been like a trainer and a coach to your son, that's also your child,
Mm-hmm.
and just as much as you're entrusted as a coach to coach other people's kids, you got to understand that you you have to make sure these kids are safe, these young men are safe, these young ladies are safe. Then on top of that, this is your child, and you have to make sure that you're guiding them the right way, and you're showing them the right things, and you're setting them up to be in the best position that they can be in. Because this game doesn't last long. I'm just getting my feet wet in it, and I'm thankful for people like yourself, Norman Senior. Hell, even Bill Haney, man. I'm thankful for these guys, the Garcias and things of that sort. These people that we can take a look, on a smaller scale. Mike Williams, and his dad, Mike Williams Jr. These guys and stuff that I can look at and kind of like gauge and kind of follow these footprints that are laid out here, man. Because it's a dirty game, bro. And we've seen it, from back in the day when we look at some of these fighters that we idolize and we like and we revere, and you see where they are today, man. And it's this game would chew you up, spit you out.
That's right.
You're riding high. As soon as you lose or come close to losing, they throw you away. So hey, man, continue to do what you're doing. Keep looking out for more than anything, your child. Then you're a fighter. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful grandbaby there now, man. So that man got he's looking at legacy.
Right. This is
What
my
it is,
little
man.
man over here. That's what it's about. It's about family. You can't take none of it. But I'm glad you got on because I think when a lot of people put these mama comments and stuff and all this weird stuff, they don't know how it is as a dad to bring your son through this. I mean, like he said, the mental part as a coach, as a dad, knowing your son going in there to get hit on every day. And, people don't understand. So it is what it is. But I appreciate you getting on this phone. I hope that it can enlighten some of these other dads so that they could push through to break the generational curses. And you're gonna get attacked. I just want the dads to know, especially a brown Spanish. You're gonna get attacked literally online because nobody want you to make it. So have thick skin. No one's gonna come smile and keep moving. Because everybody gonna tell you you're not gonna make it. Everybody gonna tell you all this nonsense, man. Make it. Get through it. This is what it's about. They'll be so happy they work a day in their life. You can fight.
That's it.
But you know, you got to get out the loop. And boxing allow you to make enough millions where you, your kids, and your kids' kids is out of the loop and could do God's work. So understand it's gonna come. The attack's gonna come. They don't want you to free your kids. The system isn't designed for a father to be a father and to make a successful young man after him. Because that will break the generational curses. That man is going to make other healthy kids and it's going to keep going and it's going to build communities. Those families will build a community and they don't want a good community. Sorry to drag it out this way because I know people want the nonsense. They want the other shit. They don't want the fact that fathers are really busting their ass to get their kids. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you were saying?
I was saying, hey, you know how it is, man. Like you said, you've had Jordan, I had Cam from birth, man. And to raise that young man, like I said, he's just getting started in the boxing, in the pro field of things. But I'm proud to say that also that if people look at him, I said, right now, I think in America, I have the only American boxer with a master's degree.
Yeah, that is true.
So, so he held himself proud, man, and I'm proud of everything he's doing. The boxing is just one part of the things that he wanted to do, and this is what we mapped out. He's 6-0, 6 knockouts. This Saturday we're going for 7-0, 7 knockouts, and we just building, man. But like I say, thank you, Neil. I appreciate you, man, for doing what you do, man, because you keep us enlightening. Have been enlightened, and you keep it real on here, and just keeping us in the field and in this boxing game. So appreciate what you do, bro.
Appreciate you too as well, man. Taiwan, thank you for the 2 piece. If the money was right, would you go back to Saudi?
Never. Never. That was a weird question, though. But it's a weird question. I don't know if that's a man or woman who asked it, but I would like them to put it on empathy, put it on yourself. If your kid was attacked in a country and almost killed, are you going back to that country? It's a no-brainer. You're not. Why would I go back there? Now, I like it. It's not a bad place. It's just the experience we had. I would not want to go back there because I had to go to therapy from that. I'm not running back over there. The triggers that will be in me wouldn't be right. I wouldn't be at peace. So that's why. But it's a good place for if people want to go. It's just not for me.
Coda in the building, new caller. What's going on, Coda? Been a minute.
How you doing, yo? Hey, yo, Floyd. I got a comment, right? I got a comment or statement, so to speak, for like the fans or anybody that was asking about like, or doubting that you're saying nobody wants to fight you, and then I have a question for you, right? So, like, I don't think he's lying. Like, this is for fans, right, or anybody listen. I don't think he's lying. Like, I know, like, the whole Shakur thing happened, and then he just got injured with the whole JoJo. So, like, I understand, like, as Floyd Senior, you gotta understand, and Junior, you gotta understand where the fans are, like, kind of coming from with this type of like perspective. But I understand that Tank is not about to fight Floyd Schofield, bro. She's not. Like, I mean, Floyd's dangerous, bro. Like, he's dangerous at 135. And, and if Tank loses or has a draw with a Floyd Schofield that is young like that, bro, like, that would really hurt his stock, especially coming off, like, the Roach draw. Like, so you understand, right? And then Shakur and them, they just had this little situation, right? And then Shakur just fought on Zepeda, and he's, like, fixing his hands. Andy Cruz is about to fight Murataya. You know what I'm saying? Like, Keyshawn just moved up. Like, it's like I really don't. Like, when you start to understand like the perspective, like, especially a lot of people get on Tank about, oh, he fights for money, this and that, but like a lot of people do. Everybody really fights for money. Like, in reality.
Wait, hold up real fast. How long, and I'm just asking a question, and the real question, how long you been a fan of ours? And that's not a bad thing. Just how long you been a fan, like, really knowing about Kid?
About Kid, not too long, man. Like maybe 3 years, or maybe 2, 3 years. Not too long. Not amateurs or anything like that. No.
Okay. The reason I asked that is because the reason I say all of them is scared, I know all of them is scared of him and don't want to fight him. We been calling him out for years. Years. Um, I've been saying for years exactly what was gonna happen. You could look 3 years down the line in interviews. I said when Floyd get up to the part to fight Tank, Tank gonna retire, Shakur gonna move up in weight. I said everything that was gonna happen. And everybody said, "Oh, you crazy, Pop. You just capping." And I said, "Nah, this is what's gonna happen." Because I seen what he did to them in the gym. So I'd never lie to y'all. So I'm glad you part of this journey. But that's why I could say with confidence. And none of them coming out saying, no, I'm lying. They none of them saying I'm lying. I've been saying Kid Austin is the greatest boxer of all time. He been in the ring with all of them. None of them did nothing to him. Not one champion came out and said I'm lying. Not one to none of them. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
but check
thing.
me
The
out
people on the
real quick,
outside,
real quick, senior. Yeah, but senior, real
yeah,
quick, hold on, because Abdullah Mason came out and he put that round out of y'all sparring.
brother, you put
You know what I'm
out
saying?
one
So
round and it's
understand,
four
understand
rounds.
that I real quick, real quick,
Listen,
real quick. Understand,
what?
real quick, real quick. Understand that I believe I'm
You don't
not
believe
vouching
me.
for you. I believe what you're saying, but
It's
but
four
what I'm trying
rounds.
to paint. What I'm trying to paint, real quick, let me finish. What I'm trying to paint is the picture as to why the fans have that perspective towards
That's
you guys.
you.
You know
That
what I'm
ain't the
saying?
fans.
So,
Listen real fast, young man. That's you. That ain't the fans. I got 300,000 fans. I hear their stories every day. That's your perspective. That ain't theirs. But when
yo,
you say
fam,
that, hold on,
yo,
you're not.
senior,
Could I answer?
respectfully, I'm
And
saying
I'm
you're
not.
trying to
I'm
betray
saying
me, bro.
respectfully, brother. I'm saying respectfully. You're answering like you answer for the fans. Who acknowledge you as the president for the fans? What I'm saying is, I got 300,000 fans. So, and I'm just trying to correct you. I'm not trying to attack you or none of this. Mason put out one. Mason put out one round out of four, and we said, well, put out the rest of the rounds. So what point are you making off of that? They didn't put out the rest of the rounds, did they?
Yo, but hear me
Mason
out.
said, "Well,
Hear me
we'll
out,
see."
though. I
And
wasn't.
listen, no, because I gotta help you understand because you brought it up. So Mason said after that, Mason said, "Well, we said put out the other rounds." Well, no, we'll see each other. We'll see each other in the match. So who are you defending? The truth is the truth. They don't want to see Floyd. That's why they signed across the street where Turkey said the Schofields would never fight over here. The witness protection program, brother. Brother, listen, I answered your question. Whether you want to take in the information or not, I don't know what to tell you. The truth is the truth, brother. You can't twist it because you're new to understanding it. We were Shakur's sparring partner. Listen, do you understand?
Boxing. Yo, no. Chill. Because you asked me how long I've been a fan of Kid specifically. You asked me how long I've been a fan of Kid specifically.
Understand the
Everybody
other
in this
4 years.
boxing world. Oh, let me finish because I didn't cut you off. Please, let's
How
have a
many people?
conversation.
How many people
A
on here?
gentleman dialogue.
We got
How
Real
like
many?
quick.
Hold up. How many people is
No.
on
Hold
here?
on.
three.
You're not hearing me. I'm trying to communicate, and it's multiple of y'all on here. So you're talking, but I'm saying, hold on. How many people on here? Because I'm trying to answer all of y'all. So you think it's just me and you communicating, but it's three of y'all on. So that fight happened. No matter if you in the face, none of them. We the ones out here calling for those fights. Us, Kid, me, as an independent contractor, not as a promoter by Golden Boy. We promote ourselves. We our own boss, so we can stand out here and say, "Yo, give us the fight." So when you come on this side as fans, you more like we independent, brother. We threw our fights ours we built. 1,800 filling them up. We didn't go the route that everybody else goes. So if you our fan, you gotta understand where we coming from. Them boys ain't gonna fight us. You can argue for them all day long. I've been trying to get them in the ring for 2, 3 years. All right, go ahead. Next question to my new fans that's trying to understand why I'm out here barking, trying to get these guys in the ring. And you want to come out like on their side, go on their page and tell them to send a contract. Ask them why kid don't get the chance when he get out the hospital to fight. I'm talking to all three of y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody said they got a question.
Right in Saudi. I'm glad he's helping.
My son is sick. My son is poisoned. We got the toxicology reports. Address it right. Somebody deliberately poisoned him with chemicals. It wasn't no food. It's two chemicals. They tried to kill him. So let's keep it straight, brother. Let's keep it straight. Now you can go ahead. If you go ahead. It's hard to hear whoever this is.
Yeah, what happened to your son happened.
But
What happened to him happened, right?
right.
Why? What was the hiccup?
Go talk to Jay Prince about any question you have about that. Before you'd even come out your mouth, Jay Prince said that boat sailed. Go talk to Jay Prince, brother. Anything dealing with Shakur, that's their boss. Don't ask me about Shakur. You can ask me about Kid. We in line to fight in February for a world title. Yes. And then hold up. And then 3 months after that, we in line to fight again for another world title.
I was just trying to get the question out.
5 years. That's not the contract of somebody scared of somebody. These people ain't paying you big money, brother. So I'm just introducing you to us. No, you don't have to really ask a question. You can study the videos I have in the past. You don't even know the past. So you're catching up to this present moment. You can answer all the questions you have watching the other 100 videos. For real, I don't want to waste people's time that have real questions, real fans that want to know real updates. This about Shakur. Shakur would never fight us. His manager said it. Go look at the video. His Tank would never fight us. His coach said it. Watch the video. Huh? I Millie, we can't hear them. Go to somebody else
All right, you
because
got
it's just a waste.
we got
That's a waste
low
of time.
we got low nose boxing in the building. What's going
All right,
on,
go ahead.
low?
What's going on, man?
What up? What up?
Yo, can I ask you a question? Senior,
Yes,
first off,
sir. Please let it be
you
something
done a
real.
phenomenal job with your son. I was very impressed with the knockout over Tevin Farmer. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I was actually picking Tevin Farmer to win that fight. But being that you guys don't have a fight, why don't you guys try to fight the boogeyman of 135, the Cubano phenom by the name of Andy Cruz? What about him?
Andy Cruz, we trying to fight. We in line to fight Andy Cruz next. After him and Mortaya. We in line to be his mandatory. So we are gonna fight him. Next supposed to be because Muay Thai and Cruz got to fight in February for the belt. Then we supposed to fight them in June. So we are. We fighting everybody, man. These guys are running. And if I come out and say they running, their fans get on here and say, oh no, they not running you. They are running. I said they was gonna run. They're running. Everybody cleaning the house. 135 used to be packed. Look, everybody used to be there.
You said something about Tank. You had to trying to fight Tank also? What's up with that?
Yo, Floyd been asked for Tank 2 years ago. He was on the thing with Bernard fight with Tank. And what did Bernard say? Well, in 2 years, Tank might not want to fight you. And then I come out and say Tank said out of his own mouth to me and others, whether people want to believe it or not, his coach got on an interview and said it. He said, I would never fight that kid. Why? Because Tank helped raise Floyd. It ain't capping on no Tank. He was in 2 camps with him. They friends. This is what people don't understand. Floyd grew up with all of these guys. They know each other. They brought him into camp. Tank know what Floyd got. He know Floyd ain't backing down and Floyd is gonna win. So Tank said, I'm never going to because Tank see him. Tank see a little him in there. So it is. Y'all could ask Tank about those questions on his coach, but it's the truth is the truth. It is. That's what he said. That's what his coach said. I've been asking about the fight. I've been said Kid would stop him. Why people act like that's a boogeyman to us? He was in the boogeyman to us at 17 years old. How you gonna be a boogeyman to us at 23 with more experience?
Now, what about Shakur,
That makes
right?
no sense.
Being that Shakur's fighting Tio, Shakur said, win or lose, He's going back down to 135. So if let's say Shakur loses to Tio, right? And he goes back down to 135, would you be willing to fight Shakur? Even if he
Shakur
came up with a
is
loss?
never gonna Shakur never gonna fight us, and he's not coming back to 135.
Y'all pulled out the
It's
fight.
all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors there. He's not coming back down to 35. You really
Y'all pulled
believe
out the
that?
fight there.
That who pulled? We never pulled out the fight with him. The British Border Commission took our license after Floyd was poisoned and put in ICU. And then when we came out, they said we could not get our license back because he was put in ICU. We never pulled out that fight. Just Google it for yourself. Google will show you. So that's a lie that somebody put out, and the people that claim they fans ran with it. But the real fans know the truth because I put out all the evidence. I even put out the text messages where they said, "This one spiked your son. This who." I put out the text messages. I put out the toxicology reports. So it's no question about that. They tried to kill my son. Whoever tried to do it, we survived. We home. We rocking. We became a bigger star. And these dudes are scared to fight us. I can't make up no lie, brother. You want me to make up a lie? That's the truth. Where it stands, go talk to them. They'll tell you the truth.
Oh, you said they tried
Remember
to kill your son?
Keyshawn? Remember Keyshawn said he'll fight us? Shook hands with Oscar, right? At the end of the year. Did that happen or did he move up? So come on, the proof is out there. So if what I'm saying is 100% true, none of them want to fight us. And they're gonna run till they retire. I'm sorry. But go ahead, Millie. I don't know what else to tell them. The truth is the truth, man. I don't know why people can't accept the truth. A new era is here. A new era is here with Floyd and Mason. And that's the future fight. That's the big time fight. According that's gonna bring Bank to Saudi Arabia. They ain't gonna give him to us right now. They're gonna give him to us in 3, 4 years when they build him up. Man, these dudes are scared. It is what it is.
Of all father sons doubts, there's our clips going around. When the kitchen gets hot in a fight, you can't keep your composure. Why is that? Are you working on it?
I'm a coach like that because I'm pushing my guy. And look at where my son made it me pushing like that. And that's a problem. Why? Because I'm a competitive one that wants perfection. And that's crazy. They don't want black guys to strive for perfection. Why we can't be excellent? Why we can't have somebody pushing us just as hard as them white quarterback coaches that pushed them? Them daddies that had them out throwing that ball 15 goddamn hours damn near a week and all that other shit. They could do it and it's awarded. They brilliant. Look how they supported their son. Oh my God, look at Peyton dad. But as soon as it's us, it's an issue. Oh, he need to leave his son alone. Let his son do his own shit. So it's just crazy. It's gonna be like that. But nah, these guys don't want to fight Floyd. I hope that they would. It will bring boxing back. It really will bring boxing back because Floyd will be entertaining.
I love it. I love it. Any more callers? You guys have any more questions? I think we
Yeah.
almost.
But anyway, life is good. Huh?
If you would bear with me, if you would bear with me.
Go ahead. I didn't know somebody was still on here. Go ahead. Could you turn him up? Is there any way you could turn him up? Because it's hard to hear him. That's why I didn't hear him. Go ahead, sir.
You said y'all just read up with Golden Boy for $5 million, right? Correct?
Brother, you counting my money? Are you gonna ask me a question of like a man asking another man about his money? Or you gonna ask me about boxing?
You're
I'm just asking you, are you gonna ask me about my bank or you gonna ask me about boxing?
you
No, I don't get it. He's a man and he's gonna ask me about my bank. I told him how much we making in the agreement, and he gonna come ask me. I told him.
I'm just trying to lay the
Real.
floor
Oscar
down
and
for
then
my
Bernard and them didn't say this nigga lying. Go ahead. Go
floor
ahead.
down for my question. I come in total peace. I think your son is a great fighter. I'm just trying to get clarification for myself. That's all I'm trying
Go
to do.
ahead. Get the verification. What you asking? What you asking, sir?
All right. So y'all read up with Golden Boy. And one thing you said is all the other fighters are going to the other side. How come you didn't go to the other side too to get the
Because I'm not a
opportunity to go to the
follower.
big fight?
because I'm not a follower. I turned down Al Heyman when he first offered. Listen. You're not gonna hear me. When he first got out, we turned down everybody. Top rank, Al Heyman, all of them, and did it ourselves. When you could do it yourself, you become your system. That's what I did. We own our whole pie. That's why I did it that way. They could go work for people. They go work for people and get their check broken up and eaten up. I get to keep mine. I get to keep our merch. I get to keep our image. I get to keep our likeness. I get to keep our name. I get to keep all that stuff people lose because they don't know business. That's why I didn't go to the other side. I'm making 6 or 7 figures here on my side. Why the hell I need to go over there? I'm from the hood with no cash. If you don't know how to flip $1 million, listen to what I'm saying, brother. You're not even, you brother. I'm not saying that. I'm talking to Millie now. If you don't know how to flip $1 million, if you got $1 million, you don't know how to flip it where your kids never need again. So now you still making money. You already secured a mil, two, three. You got it flipping. Your kids don't need. So it's like, yo, come on. I own my whole board. Why the hell I would want to go over there? That don't matter. Why would I want to join a league where they could cap my salary if I could say, yo, I want $10 million. And if they really want to fight, they got to come with $10 million. No questions asked. It's a difference from being a boss and a worker. I don't want to be a worker. That ain't for me. I'm a boss. Me and my son own our own company. He signed to his own company, something we could give our grandkids. And I'm not saying it as out of malice. I talk like this, I guess, because I'm from New York and I'm a Leo and I'm passionate. But nah, why would you want to cross the street and work for a person? I don't care how many millions they got. They could be trillionaires. You're not a trillionaire when you cross that street. You're a peasant to them. No matter how you look at it, you're a peasant. Why? Because they value money over people. Because they believe you can. These people fighting for illusions. I'd rather spend every day with my family, raise my kids, and not have to worry about a bill every day in my life. I reached it. I made it. And I'm showing everybody the blueprint how to do it. So that's why I'm not going across the street. Because you don't need to cross the street. You are boxers are contractors. They're their own boss. And once they understand that, with the promoter getting hidden, supposed to be going to the fighter. And the promoter get 25% of that. So why would I want to cross the street where I'm making 70,000 over a fight that I'm making $1 million with Golden Boy? Or that I'm making 300,000 from with Golden Boy? Why would I take 50,000?
New caller coming in. Good buddy Taylor.
Right.
Hey, you can hear me? What up, say it?
What up, what up,
You
what
hear me?
up?
First of all, I want to say I'm a big fan of Kid Austin. I'm not a fan of yours. I'm a fan of Kid Austin.
Thank you.
And also, I
Thank you.
want to
Thank you.
say that you know that you making that comment consistently about it's very disrespectful to Your Excellency Turkey Island Sheik and the people of Saudi, saying that they will poison you for a fight. With that being
I
said,
didn't say.
also,
Hold up, hold up,
Turkey,
hold up, hold up.
you
We
know
got to pause
Diaz
there.
had a name.
Yo, could you turn off his call? Because we're not starting that there. We're not starting that. I never said the prince poisoned him. You know, it's lawsuits out there, so I can't.
It sounds like you
Yo,
saying
hold up one
Saudi
second.
poisoned your
I'm
son to
just,
get the fight.
I am correcting you, young man. You gotta watch what you say. If you want to put allegedly in front of it, you can, because people have lawyers. I don't need to debate with you what happened in my life. You're watching my life. Get your life in order, young man. Yeah. What I'm no, you're watching my life because I developed my son. You're watching my life because I developed my son. I'm the one who put my son in the fights to perform for you. I'm the boss. So you're watching my
Thank you
product.
for that. Your son is
So
amazing.
all I'm saying is you
Make
can't
your
go to
son
Nike. You
vagina.
can't go to Nike and question them about on their sneakers.
Let me.
So put some respect on what you're coming
Can you
to.
hear me still?
Mally, you know what? Go to the
Here.
next caller.
Can you
Go to
hear
the
me?
next caller because I don't
He
even
came
like
in
how you
hot,
do.
right? He
I
came in
don't
real
even like.
hot.
Yeah, he came in on some weird shit. How you disrespecting him? I didn't disrespect him.
Can he get one in off him? Could we?
No, not when he come in saying that I lied on the prince. That ain't what
Oh,
the fuck we doing. You ain't starting no war with no trillionaires and us. Just
don't
because you
start
don't
no war,
understand your
buddy.
words.
You describe
I
a
never said
vagina.
that. And I know what happened. We're not discussing February. It's
Settle
November.
down.
It's November, young man. It's out there. I said what I said. If you need to catch up on it, catch up on it. The Saudis not paying you. What are you fighting their war for, opening your mouth for them? That's just like a house nigga. No, for real. You are supposed to be a man. Don't question me about a man attacking my son. Men and women is off limits unless it's war. So I'm not of you. Don't ask me no weird ass question or come in right with it. I never said the prince poisoned him. I never said Turkey poisoned him. What I said is that team, somebody over there poisoned him. And it's a fact. And what they did in Florida, it's a fact. That was my life. It ain't yours. So you don't need to talk about it because as you see, it triggers me. Therapy says stay away from the topic. Now keep it moving on that topic, young man. That's February. I know Floyd.
Let me do a shout out right quick to my boy.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know him, Junior, right quick, man? I want to just give a shout out to them. You know, he about to make some history over there, do his thing. I call him Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Sandstorm and Norman over there in Saudi Arabia.
You remember when he was young?
Go handle
You,
your
rem-
business.
you remember when he was young?
Yeah.
When we was watching him grow up in Georgia? Do you remember the times he was going in the amateurs and stuff, Brian?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
So
him and Cam fought in the amateurs.
who you think gonna win between him and Devin?
He always been hit like a mule kick, man.
See? But when I say that, motherfucker say I'm crazy. Who you think gonna win between him and Devin?
I got Brian by stoppage, man.
See, when I say
I see this fight. I see it going. I'm looking at this like Bud Spence, man. I think it's just gonna be one of those fights, man, where you think it's gonna be big, and I think he's just gonna go over there and just handle business.
See, when I said it, they said I'm crazy. There's somebody else who watched Brian grow up. I told y'all I watched Brian grow up. I told Floyd to go in the ring with him. And Floyd like, Daddy, he too big. But it is what it is. And Floyd was like 10. Brian was 14. So Floyd always was trained to be a dog. But Brian, it cracked, man. Devin ain't gonna take those punches like that on that chin. I'm telling y'all.
Tell you.
Anyway, I gotta get ready to go. I love y'all fans and I love everything. And don't mind me, y'all. I'm just having fun. You know we need clickbait. You know that's all this is about. You know, we got a fight coming up, gotta keep the name in the loop. Enjoy y'all night. It's called Marketing 101. Don't get your emotions in it, y'all young men. Y'all got y'all emotions all in this shit. It's marketing, it's business for me. I'm going to lay out with my girlfriend and have me a blunt. You know, do a little meditation and make a lot of fucking money tomorrow. So
There we go. Enjoy, man. Have a great night, senior. This was definitely a great show.
thank you.
Um, and once
Are
again,
they
man, to the
subscribing though? Did they click? Did anybody subscribe though? I didn't hear you tell them to subscribe.
oh yeah, subscribe to the channel. Also, follow Floyd Schofield and all social media. You can let everybody know where they can find you on social media as well.
Kid_Austin1. That's the only real social media I have besides his other things. And yes, I developed that page when he was a kid to market my son and my product. So that's my page. So you come there, you're gonna deal with me. So y'all can bring the questions over there. I love the drama, y'all. Y'all can bring it all over there. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. Wifey flagging me down, saying it's too long. Thank you, Willie. You all.
Appreciate you, man, for tapping in as well. You guys have a good night, man. Oh, we're gonna keep it
Keep the
rolling.
bullshit going.
Smash
All
the
right,
like
peace,
button, yo.
y'all.
Also, if you guys want to call in, we're live on Instagram on Mill City Boxing. If you guys want to continue talking boxing, we here. So what's up, fellas? My man KD came in hot too. Oh, everybody froze on IG. Oh no. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Let me see if my man Blair, because I know Blair wanted to tap in with me. So, and I know Tiger Johnson did too. So I'm gonna send this link out to everybody just in case, you know what I mean? You never know who pop in. But salute to everybody, man. I was seeing a lot of legends popping in. I seen Zab in there earlier. We did see Shannon Briggs earlier. So I'm gonna start the live up right now. If you guys want to go and call in on Mill City Boxing on Instagram, you guys can go and call in. and we can continue this conversation just a little bit longer. Obviously, the big fights in Saudi Arabia this weekend, and everybody's hyped about it. You know what I'm saying? If senior hits me, we on and popping. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Get Corey on here. Yeah, we had Corey on here. What's going on? My man Greggy in the house. What's going on? We could send this off to Greg. See if you want to tap in. Got the call-ins on Instagram. If you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome to. Salute to Coda in the building as well. Salute to y'all. Good buddy Taylor. You came in hot, kid. You came in really hot, man. What's on your mind, man? What do you think? Who's gonna win, Mill City? I'm gonna get to it. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, good buddy Taylor. I can't hear you. Kevin, what's goody? All right. we got Greggy. We got Greg Hackett on the live. What's going on, Greg?
What's up with you?
Man, chilling, man. Same old same. I see you on there, yo. They going caffeine crazy in your channel. What was that? You said they were going caffeine crazy.
For sure.
Oh man. Talk to
Now we
me.
know the secret.
Talk to me. You had the streets going with that. Is that you
No,
think you think they're abusing the caffeine? They're saying that that's natural. All athletes do that.
I mean, everybody got their thing. You know what I mean? But now we know the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the caffeine.
What you getting up like what you think about the lead up so far?
nah,
Obviously they
they
have
did
the
it.
grand arrivals today, so
Nah, they did a great job promoting it. I think Turkey Al Sheik, he put a lot of energy into this, I believe, what I mean, with the interviews and stuff and all the extra shit they do with the promotion. That shit look good. So it should be a great event. You know what I mean?
facts. What do you think about the fighters leading up? Now it's getting closer. They're both very confident, huh?
I mean, you got to be in this situation. You know what I mean? You got to be with everything that's on stake. I mean, that's at stake. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to a great fight. I think we've been getting cheated a little bit with some of these fights. Some of them, not all of them, but you know what I mean. I feel like I got a feeling this is gonna be a good one.
Do you think it's gonna live up to his expectations? Some people feel like, guys like Chris Maddox think it's gonna be not as good as it looks on paper.
Nah, I don't know where he get that from. I think it is because you got two guys. You got two guys who looking to prove something. You know what I'm saying? Norman is trying to prove that he one of the best in the world, and he trying to show that he can fight at that level. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing missing from his career. He's done a lot of things. You know what I mean? With a short time, but we haven't seen him at that level yet. You know what I mean? He's done some great things, but just not that level. Same as Abdullah Mason. You know what I mean? Except Abdullah Mason isn't going up against a Devin Haney. Brian Norman is. Brian Norman, what that means is Devin Haney has fought on that level. You know what I mean? We watched him win on that level, and we watched him in a very tough fight with Ryan Garcia. But besides that, he been doing his thing. So, yeah, I mean, Devin trying to let us know he not gun shy. You know what I'm saying? He not affected by the Ryan fight, and that he will let his hands go. Brian Norman is trying to let us know that I'm one of the guys that's gonna be here for a while. So that's why I think it's gonna be a great fight. It's a lot on the line.
Some people say if Devin fought the same fight as Ramirez, it
Yeah.
wouldn't work out the same way because Norman's going to take more chances. Norman got more explosiveness. Norman's more of a real welterweight versus Jose Ramirez. What do you think?
I believe that. I believe that. But what I think people got to remember is what fights. No matter what you did your last fight, you know what I mean. The next fight is not going to be the same. It's just not because you're not fighting the same guy. You know what I mean. So if Dev was to do that, I don't know what would happen. If Norman was to step on the gas, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. See, the thing is, we don't know. We don't know what Norman looks like in front of Dev and what Dev looks like in front of Norman. So
Yeah.
what that means is, I'm trying to explain. You know what I mean? people don't understand. All right, I may have seen you be able to close in quicker on guys, different opponents, but now you got a guy who's definitely known for moving. So can you close in as fast as you did with those other guys? Haney, I seen you get away. You know what I mean? From those guys, will you be able to get away from this guy? If that's the case, you know what I mean? If the fight is being fought that way, every fight is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is going to be different. So I'm just expecting a great fight.
Yeah, what do you expect from Devin at now that he's at this weight class and he's his filled in physique. Obviously, muscles don't win fights, but he's out
For
here
sure.
saying that because he doesn't have to strip down so much, you're gonna get the best Devin Haney.
I mean, we only got a few more days, you know what I mean, to really find that out. He gotta really dig deep in his soul and say to himself, not only do I want to win, I want to put on the show, which means he gotta put his hands on Brian Norman. You know what I mean? If not, it's gonna be just one of those times where, Devin Haney I mean, he could box him and win. He could box him and win. But we want to see Dev really, step on the gas. Norman, we want to see him do what he been doing, put shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a great fight. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, big time. Um, you know, looking at them right in the grand arrivals, people want to say, who looks more drained? Do they look good? What do you think? Do you think they both look good?
Yeah, they both look strong to me. They both look pretty good shape. I ain't really seen too much to say like, oh, this look off or that look. You know what I mean? They both look like they're ready to go, and that's what makes for great fights. You know what I mean? There's no excuses.
We talked about the levels, right? Devin talks about being two levels ahead of Haney. Even
Yeah, yeah,
knowing that Haney's been on that light. But when you look at the resume of Haney, when you talk about some of these elite guys, these
yeah,
guys have had, been knocked out, a
yeah.
lot older than Haney.
Yeah.
Um, Guys that been beat already. I mean, what would you say about that versus some of these guys that Noman's had, like all these undefeated fighters that Noman's had to go against as well?
We're undefeated fighters.
I mean, he has a few of them.
Who?
All right, let me get into it.
You gotta hit the books.
Got to get the books. He like no, he's like Mills. I know about the Normans. All right, so let's see. Let's see how many undefeated fighters Norman got. Giovanni Santalin, one.
Yeah, yeah,
Quentin Randall he was never beat.
yeah. The Quentin Randall fight was a good fight.
People talk about that fight in comparisons to this one a lot. Why do you say that? Why do you think they do?
That was the last boxer that he fought. You know what I mean? That I remember. That's
Should just
probably why.
should just log me out, but I just seen two right now. So
Yeah.
that's two, and then yeah, he got two
See,
undefeated fighters.
so
Yeah,
they never been on the level of those guys. You know what I mean? What levels means is a high
but then
IQ.
but then the same time is like Gamboa got knocked out like a few times, few different times from Tank, Terrence, and he
But
had a
but
torn Achilles, I believe, in that
but
fight.
say but say that again. He got knocked out by Tank Terrence. Those is two special fighters.
Yeah,
Those is, and not only are they two special fighters, they two special punchers. They can punch. You know what I mean? Both of them can hit. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about guys who got great skill, great ability, and can punch. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney is just fast. He's slick. He a little bit slick. He fast. You know what I mean? Good reflexes and all of that. But he not the puncher that those guys are. You know what I mean? So when you're not a big puncher, you gotta fight harder. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight hard. Your punches is not as effective as a guy who can punch. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So even when you say that, those guys still haven't been where Gamboa has been, Lomachenko has been, Jorge Linares has been, Cambosis. They haven't been there. So you know what I mean? That's why you can't weigh that up. People try to use that type of shit, but it don't make sense because Quentin Randall's never been in a world class fight,
Yeah.
a world championship fight. Never been in it. Santillion maybe twice. You know what I mean? Maybe. You know what I mean? But you know, he was just Santillion was just perfect for Brian Norman. He was perfect for him. You know what I mean? Because even when you saw in their fight when he knocked Santillion down, Santillion walked straight back to him. He walked right back into him. He gave him everything he was looking for. You know what I mean? And when you can punch, you know what I mean, that's a perfect recipe. You know? So
Yeah.
that's why I say levels. And the reason that means something is because these guys are able to think at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? They're able to perform at a higher level. And they've been doing it for years and years and years. Now you just got here and you saying, well, his father is saying, well, my son is the younger man and Devin never fought a younger man. Really, they're the same age. They 2 years apart?
Yeah.
They're the same age. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, oh, you know, he's in 10th grade and you in the 12th grade. You can't beat my son. He in the 10th grade. That don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? The age part. We seen the old ass Bernard beat a bunch of people. You know what I mean? So this is not a case about age. They both in their 20s. They both young. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I get what he's trying to say, energy wise. He trying to say energy wise. You know what I mean? You fighting a younger man. But we haven't seen him on this level. You know what I mean? We got to be fair. We haven't seen him on this level. That don't take away from who he is because guess what? This weekend he has to prove that. This
Right.
weekend he has to prove that I'm of this level. And Devin Haney have to prove, that shit that happened with Ryan will never happen again. You know what I mean? That's what we all trying to see. A lot of people like to favor the punchers, and I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Because I get it. They can hurt you, but it's gonna take more than that when you on the higher level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson got away with that shit at the lower levels, and then he started picking it up. We see what happened.
Yeah.
Mandana, we seen it with Mandana. Mandana, he got away with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But as he got in higher levels, you started to see.
Yeah. So you're really in like you believe what Devin Haney feels coming into this fight. You know that Norman's kind of had like a great matchmaking leading up for his career to this title fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because anybody anybody that we watching on TV, all of them had great matchmaking. All of them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They all did. So it's the same. They basically took the same road. They took the same road. They both got their light touches to work on their game. You know what I mean? As they developed, they fought maybe a little bit better fighters, and then when that day came, you had to really step up. You had to step up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Dev been doing it a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we talk about like the Lomachenko win that Devin had, listening to Norman, he says, "Yeah, put my son in there with a Lomachenko. You think you really believe a Lomachenko could beat my son? What do you think? Obviously, styles make fights, but the size factor when it came down to Teofimo Lopez and Loma kind of showed a little bit as well. He was able to, break away. Very close fight still, but the size was a factor as well.
That's a great comparison. But the thing is, let's be fair. Is Brian Norman Jr. as sharp as Teofimo Lopez?
Mm,
Is he that sharp? He can fight. He might be that strong. He might they power probably, they popping. We know they both popping. But is he as sharp as Tio? Is he as athletic as Tio? If
right.
we be fair, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta really when you compare, that's why I don't like to really make too many comparisons because it's like, yo, those is different fighters. They different nights. Now, Lomachenko, two-time gold medalist, you know, 4-4 title, his second fight, he lost. Okay. But that's impressive alone, just to fight on that level in your second pro fight.
Hmm.
That's impressive. You know what I mean? So for a guy like Lomachenko to be up against that type of shit early in his career and then still become champion and fight a bunch of great names that he fought, his education is through the roof. So for Devin, even for Lomachenko to be older and Devin to still go in there and sit down at the table with him for 12 rounds. That's education. That's you know what I mean. That's levels. That's levels that the kid hasn't been on. I'm not saying Brian Norman is not on that level. What I'm saying is he has to show us. He has to show us. You can say, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You try to make us believe whatever you want. And I'm not saying he not. I'm saying we gotta see it. We have to see it. How come? How come with Boots is like, but we want to see him fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? But with Norman, it's like, oh, he's a puncher. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even see half the skill set. You feel me? So
Yeah.
everybody that show you right then and there, people pick and choose what they want to see. They like the knockouts. Nothing wrong with the knockouts. I love the knockouts too. The thing is, can you handle a boxer? Can you handle a pure boxer?
No, I hear you on that, but they still give him grief about he ain't fought nobody either. Like you can see Devin saying who's Sasaki, and
Yeah.
then we're really referring to that knockout, right? Because I'm hearing reporters talking about this being fight of the knockout of the year. I hear some other guys saying this might be knockout of the decade. So I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Listen, when Devin is saying who is Sasaki, all he's saying is, I'm nothing like that. I'm way better than that. If you thought that was a fight, if you thought that was impressive, I got you. That's
Hmm.
all he's trying to say. At the same time, Norman is saying, if Ryan did that to you, watch what I do to you. You know what I mean? They both got arguing points. The problem, I mean, not the problem. The thing is, we gotta see it.
Who do you think is more focused?
I think they both locked in, bro. I think they both because Norman Jr. he do a good job not chiming in when his father be going off.
Exactly.
Dev, Dev is more like a programmed dog. He already like locked in on.
Did
Dev
this so
don't do
many
too many.
times.
Yeah, he don't do too many interviews and shit anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like he already there. You know what I mean? And Norman already be there because when his dad be going off, he let his dad do his thing. He don't even really get all involved. You feel me?
You think either or coach is looking over each other? I mean, I was talking to Mickey the other day. I think it was yesterday. He said this is going to be easy. Um, obviously he sees something, but what do you think as far as and then talking to Norman, the work is done. There's really nothing we could do right now. I can't see anything that Devin Haney can do to beat my son. I mean, they look like they're both sure, both camps. They're really sure of each other.
Yeah, because that's the beautiful thing about boxing. Everybody got a style and a way they do things. The thing is you gotta prove it that night. Who has the better style, who has the better game plan, who has the better dog. Everybody think they the best. You know what I mean? We just gotta wait and see. I think both sides are focused. I think both sides understand what they have in front of them. It's just that we got to see it in real time. You know what I mean? All the talking is it don't mean nothing now. This is fight week. We here, so you know what I mean. All the talking don't even mean nothing no more.
Yeah, yeah. They were talking, analysts talking about like, oh, I think this is gonna be like a Terrence Crawford Canelo type of a fight. I was listening to Sergio Mora. He's like, nah, I see more of a Floyd Mayweather Canelo type of a fight, because of the lack of experience that Canelo had leading up. When you look at this fight, what does it remind you of?
It's hard, man. It's hard to compare, man. Because Devin, here's what I said about Devin earlier. You never get the same fighter. You get the same attributes. You get the speed, you get the jab and all of that, the footwork and all of that. But you never really get the same fighter. Never, none of the fights are never the same. Now Norman, on the other hand, he's been showing you I'm a puncher. I'm gonna knock you out. So you know where his mentality is. You know what he going to bank on. You know what I'm saying? You know what his tool is. You know what I mean? The power. That's what he bringing to the table. So we really don't know because Devin Haney fights differently every fight. And the reason I say that, he fought Ryan stupid. Like I thought that was stupid to stand in the middle of the ring. I thought that was stupid, right? But he fought. What I mean by that is he got knocked down. He got hurt early, but he fought. He kept fighting. Got knocked down again. Kept fighting. He was hurt bad. Got knocked down again. He kept fighting. But we never seen him look like that in any other fight. Now you come back against Jose Ramirez and you got your hands here like Mike Tyson, but your feet is going to the point we like, damn, when he gonna slow down? You know what I mean? The first 3 rounds, I was like, God damn. Like, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for him to slow down and really put some shit together. He was countering, you know what I mean? He was laying a jab here and there. He was doing some good things, but just not enough. This fight, he'll have to give us more. You know what I mean? He'll have to give us more. He'll have to let his hands go. But Norman, on the other hand, is gonna have to show us some good defense too. Because you can say, all right, I'm a hard puncher. That don't mean it's gonna feel good to you to get hit by Dev.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you might not get hit hard where it spin you out, but you get hit in your eye with a right hand or something like that, or get hit in your nose with a hook. That shit irritates you. That shit'll piss you off. Now, is he gonna take the route where he gonna rage out and just start going crazy, or is he gonna regroup, get himself together, go back to his jab, set his punches up? You know what I'm saying? That's what we looking to see, the temperament of the two fighters. You know what I mean? What they really gonna bring to the table. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia was actually banking off, saying that he thinks he's gonna frustrate Norman. Obviously we see, Haney got a 3-fight deal, tons of money. I don't know if it was 36 or 38 mil, but yeah, people look at that as like, is Ryan just saying that because he wants that rematch, or do you feel Ryan? Do you feel like Haney can frustrate him throughout those rounds?
He he can because that's what his style does. That's what his style is. That think about think about training to hit a guy and then he not right there for you to hit him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Think about sparring. You sparring guys, you've been getting your shit off, but then you get to the fight, everything changes. I keep trying to tell people when you got them little ass gloves on, all that shit you did in the gym, everything you did on the pads and all of that, it's totally different ball game. All of that was to get you ready for this, but that don't mean it's the same. It's not the same thing. It's not. And it's happening in real time at a great speed. Your body temperature gets somewhere crazy. That's why you see the ice bags come out and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
People don't understand that. The body's reaching like 115 degrees, 120 degrees in there. You know what I mean? People don't understand that. So it's just a lot that go into fights like this. And I believe whoever's the best self, like whoever's their best self, that's who wins the fight. You know what I mean?
Besides Haney being faster, probably has better instincts. What do you think his success is going to be in the fight? How do you think he gets the victory?
I think the pace is what's going to win him the fight. I think the pace. Brian Norman fights, all his fights are at his pace and it's at his distance where he would like it to be. When it's not happening at your pace that you train for it to be at, and when it's not happening at the distance you wanted it to happen at, what do you do then? Do we really see some boxing skills come out if you have to box? If you really got to pick your feet up and pivot and whatever it is, you prepared to do that? I mean, really do it, because that's what happens with levels. So think about that kid in basketball in high school, right? That basketball player where we all knew he was good, but you knew him personally and you knew he smoked weed, right? He get in the high school games, he giving up 30. He get a shot to go to college. He tried to take that same bullshit work ethic to college. Now he don't even play. I'm not saying that's Brian Norman, but what I'm saying is, as the levels go up, you got to bring more to the table. You can't just say, I have power. You can't just say, I have footwork and you showing a shit on the bag. That's a bag you hitting. That's not a person. We didn't see the footwork that they talked about they was working on. That's not what we saw on the bag. That's not going to happen in the ring. It's not the same thing. You hitting the bag. You can look, of course, you can look dynamite on the bag. You could look like Dynamite on the back. And this is no hate and no disrespect. I'm just trying to clear people's minds. When people, it's just like when Mayweather be hitting the pass. That shit was pretty. That shit was fast. When the fuck you ever see him do that in a fight? When you
Yeah.
ever see him just run a 20-piece combination in a fight? You never seen him do that. You know what I'm saying? So people need to understand what you see in training is cool, but the fight a lot different. A lot different.
You think Haney can pop shot his whole way through 12 rounds, or you think he gonna have to run those combinations to get him off him? Because
This is
we
what
need to see a Haney that takes risks in this one, I believe, right?
this is what we have to understand about Devin Haney. He was trained that way. He was trained to steal fights.
Mm-hmm.
By steal fights, get his hands off, get the fuck up out of there.
I'll point you.
He was trained for that. He wasn't trained to get knockouts. That's not what he was trained to do.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying? So so
when he
for us,
feels stronger, he'll do a Regis Prograis type of performance. You know, like when you seen him sparring with Shakur, high level shit, but he's actually bringing the pace to Shakur. I know Shakur will sit back in the ropes and see if he can capitalize on a mistake. I understand that he's comfortable that way, but you
right.
also see Devin being comfortable to take that action when he knows he's strong or just as strong as his opponent.
Well, when you talk about him and Shakur, this would make Shakur difficult. You know what he's gonna do, but it's hard to beat it because of his defense. Meaning, Shakur gonna throw one or two shots at a time until you slow all the way down. Once he slow you all the way down, then that's when he'll start throwing combinations. If you don't slow down, he gonna keep it at one or two shots. It's easy to catch one or two shots. You can time it better. But when the guy throwing 4 or 5 punches and they hard punches, you know what I mean? We don't know what he gonna do. That's why I say this is a good fight. The problem is when you throw in those 4 and 5 punches, where are you positioned defense wise? Are you positioned to get up out of there or just ball up and catch punches off your gloves or off your head, wherever? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go into these fights, man. But I love this fight because they two young dogs, they undefeated, and they putting it on the line. So I love it. I love this fight.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking it's not like a Mayweather Mosley, because like
No.
Mosley throw a lot of punches. It's not like that.
Mosley was sharper than Brian Norman Jr. We talking about Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley is a
Yeah,
lot
I know,
sharper.
but Mayweather a lot sharper than Devin too. You know.
Yeah, but that's why you can't make a comparison.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's hard to make a comparison because you
Just
gotta
off of
find
the
somebody.
style, though. You know what I mean? Like just the style alone.
Yeah, but is that really the style? Shane Mosley used a little. His Shane Mosley jab used to look like this: a little pop, 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 boom. When he
Yeah.
caught Mayweather never seen that right hand coming because how fast he was. You think Brian Norman is that fast?
Mm,
I think he's explosive. I think he's powerful. I don't think he that fast though. Not like a Shane Mosley.
nah. Shane Mosley
Not
used to
like
run
Shane
those
Mosley.
combinations pretty quick.
Shane
He,
Mosley fast, bro.
but would you think? Would you think Norman was more of a puncher at welterweight than Mosley? Mosley's really like his punching was like he did some punching at 47 too, but he
That's
was
the
35 is where he was like,
But I was about to say, that's what I was about to say. Mosley was a 35 guy, 40 guy before he got to 47.
yeah,
What's the name's career has been at 47 the entire time. And this is the first time we seen him at the top level,
yeah,
which is not even really, honestly, which is not even really the top of 47 because his introduction. That last fight was a catch weight, which I thought was considered 47 fight. And it's the best person he's ever fought, but it's not a true 47 pounder. Devin Haney's 35 and 40. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just a great fight. It's just a great fight.
question. You've known Norman and seen him work even before I have. I started becoming a fan after the Giovanni Santalin. a
Yeah.
fight. How much better has he gotten since when you met him to like after since this Jin Sasaki knockout?
Well, what I've been seeing from the day I met him and what I see now, he's got a little better. He has. Uh, I think I think his father brought a couple people in that can help him. Look like he got some old heads with him that's helping him. I didn't see those guys in the beginning. You know what I mean? And they may have been around the whole time, but I think he's letting them be more hands on with him to help with his boxing. And he looked like he got a little better. It's hard to say how much though, because this is the fight right here. This is the one. This is the one that's going to tell us how good he really is right now, or how better he's gotten since the last the first time I seen him. You know what I mean?
Vice versa for Devin, though. I mean, what do you think this proves for Devin? Obviously, most people are gonna have him in the pound for pound list if you don't already have him now. But yeah, moving up a division and say he does conquer, and makes it look easy. I mean, when you see the fight, do you feel like it's gonna be close?
Yeah, I feel like we got a good fight. I feel like the last 4 rounds is going to matter.
No. Okay.
Put it like that. The last 4 rounds is going to matter.
Yeah. Do you feel like Norman needs to get busy early for him to have any success?
He better.
And
He
obviously
got
the
to.
puncher, he got the puncher's chance all the way down to 12, but you don't want to rely on the puncher's chance the whole time.
Nah, he got to get it done early. If he gonna get it done, he got to get it done early.
Right.
He have to.
Yeah, because I was telling Jamel, I was like, if he starts touching them after like round 6 and 7, that might be late. That might be too late. He might rack up some of the rounds up, but a lot of people, how do you have people really perceiving this fight? I mean, you've been doing lives all throughout this whole week. I mean, what do you feel like the fans look at this fight?
They looking for the knockout, man.
So you don't got a lot of like Haney supporters thinking that Haney's gonna win this fight?
People,
Yeah. Um, I think you froze. Now you good now. What do you think about that? Well, yeah, now you good now. What do you think about that announcement? Uh, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, December 19th. Oh wait, how we gonna know? You know,
yeah. So that's the only thing that's burning me out.
but that's definitely something that you gotta think of for sure.
Right, and that's why it's hard to really pay attention to it because it's like, is Anthony Joshua going to go in there and really be Anthony Joshua, or is he going to go in there and just accept the check?
At least do. Are you at least gonna come into the fight acting like you got Francis Ngannou in front of you, or you gonna just get a freebie type of thing? Because a lot of people are like, hey, listen, we want to see Joshua and Fury,
Yeah,
but we need to see Joshua back in the ring again, as well. So maybe he's using this as a nice tune up with a lot of money type of deal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It might be. I don't know, man. And it seemed weird. It seemed weird that
Yeah. Well, I already knew that they were gonna fight. Like when you hear him talk about Canelo, him fighting Canelo, like you could see that as well. But I just didn't know it was gonna be that soon. Like after
yeah,
Tank like that, like I just replaced Tank like that.
yeah. That's why I said I kind of think it was already like in the plans. You know what I
Or
mean?
super super great strategy, like backup strategy, knowing that all right, the ticket sales weren't really popping. Netflix is on my ass right now. They're seeing this shit's not selling. We just did great numbers with Tyson. How do I keep this momentum going? And let's just give Joshua the money that he wants.
You know why they did that? Because he had no business being in the ring with Tank Davis. Too big. Why you doing that? What you gotta prove to a Tank Davis? How you gonna prove to us you a real fighter, a real cruiserweight if you fighting Tank Davis?
Yeah, yeah. And he made it very comical with some
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
videos that he put out, saying, "Oh, 5'5", 6'6", he's bigger, we're gonna fight." So yeah,
Right.
I think you're right. You definitely gonna have to look out. Like if Joshua doesn't knock him out, you definitely gonna have to look at this a certain type of way. Will people still continue to, I don't know, support it though?
People buy into bullshit every day. You know that, Mill.
Yeah. Loyalty over dinero. Greg, pick your 3-leg parlay for this Saturday's predictions. So we got some good fights. What you got as far as parlay? What fights do you like that you would put on a parlay, a three-piecer?
I like I like Benavidez for the stoppage.
Stop it. You went specific.
Yeah, I like Benavidez for the stoppage. I like I like Abdullah Mason for the decision, and I like Bam Rodriguez for the stoppage.
Okay. Okay. Those are the more secure bets you feel like.
Yeah, they the great. They yeah, I would trust them three. You know what I mean? Benavidez for the stoppage, Abdullah Mason decision, and Bam Rodriguez for the stoppage.
So we had Floyd Schofield Sr. on here earlier. He was
Yeah,
talking about the Sam Noakes and Abdullah fight. Talking about how that was just basically a title fight given to Abdullah Mason. You're saying it's gonna go the distance.
yeah,
Um, yeah, people say that Sam Noakes got a nice little right hand to him, might be durable.
yeah.
17-0. I think what he beat Luke Campbell. I mean,
I don't know. I gotta check.
yeah. What you think? Like, why the distance? Why you think he's gonna go the distance with this guy?
Sam Noakes is a grown man. I watched him fight. He's a grown man. He's not like looking to play. Like, you know what I mean? He's not the guy that's like he gonna come in there and be indecisive and get punched all upside his head and quit. He don't look like that type of guy. You know what I mean? He look like he really loved to fight, and he realizes this fight is going to change his career. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he hasn't been talked about this much ever in his career. You know what I mean? So he's realizing this fight is going to change his career. So with that, he's going to come rumble. Like he not playing. He coming to rumble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What's your thoughts on also Jay Prince signing DB3?
Or I mean, if he can keep them dudes out of if he can keep Keyshawn out of trouble, shit, he good. They gonna make some money.
I think that's probably what Keyshawn needs, man. A Jay
And
Prince.
I mean, I don't know, man. These dudes, man. You know one thing about me, bro. I don't judge people off what I think I know. I gotta meet you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If I don't know you, I don't know you. So I don't know. I never met. I've been around him. I never met Jay Prince though. I
yeah,
don't know Keyshawn. I just see the little shit he do. You know what I mean? His brothers, they seem all right, but I don't know. I just hope and I keep saying they, but it's not they. It's more so Keyshawn. I hope Keyshawn could get it together and just, you know what I mean, they can get this money. Cause I was disappointed when that fight with De Los Santos didn't happen. That was a great fight. That was if he would have fought that fight and won, he would have, bro. His career would have elevated something crazy, bro.
yeah. Nah, I definitely agree. And he was saying, in a perfect world, he would like to fight on the undercard of Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, and he would like to fight a rematch with Albright.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on him just, expressing that? What do you think that fight means to him and to his peoples?
Uh, him saying that tells me that might be the fight. I think it means a lot to get the win because when he fought Albright, the fight got overturned because of the
Hmm.
urine testing coming back negative with marijuana, which I think is corny, but that's what happened. Then the next time you seen Albright, he beat your brother. So it's kind of like Albright got one up on him, maybe two.
Mm.
But what that tells me, in my mind, maybe y'all need to stay away from that guy, cause things don't go right when he around. You know what I'm saying?
How so? Talk to me.
Think about it. You fought him, you beat him, but then it got overturned, and
Yeah.
that was your fault. And that was your fault. Okay, cool. But then your brother fight him. He get over on your brother.
And if that wasn't, then that the shot that he took, that he went and clinched right away, we never really seen him roundable ever in his career, besides Albright as well.
Yeah, and he tried to erase that moment and was like, "Nah, he ain't never cracked me. No, we all saw it. He cracked you and you held on." You know what I'm saying? And you got the victory later on, but then it got overturned. So what I'm saying is Albright might be that black cat to their careers. Leave him
Mm.
alone. If it was me, if it was my guy, if that was my fighter, I'd be like, yo, leave that dude alone, man. Because shit don't go right when he around. That's what I mean.
Yeah, he's out in Vegas right now. I mean, do you think that he has a shot? He has a better shot. The second time around, Albright.
I don't know because I don't know where his head is. I don't know what he been working on. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wouldn't fuck with that fight though. I would just go get the De Los Santos rematch. That'd get everybody fired up. And De Los Santos to take the fight.
Yo, imagine if we had Richardson Hitchens and him as the co-main event, bro, in New York.
That would be crazy, insane. I would love that.
I seen a sparring clip of them too. Really good work. I want to
Yeah.
see that fight. I really want to see them fight.
I think that fight will happen. It'll happen.
Who do you think wins that fight?
A slight edge to Keyshawn, maybe. Maybe. But then again, people don't understand how big Richardson Hitchens is. He's a big guy. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. He really a disciplined guy too. He's very disciplined, big guy. You know what I mean? He got great footwork, good boxing ability, good hand speed, good power when he want to use it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's tough to say. It is tough to say. Keyshawn is just explosive with good skills. He got good skills, explosive. You know what I mean? He a dog, but you know, we've seen some things. So we don't that's a great fight. I did say a little bit towards Keyshawn, but I think that's more 50-50 if you honestly think about it. It's more
Yeah,
50-50.
yeah. I interviewed Andy Cruz. He's gonna be fighting Mortataya for the IBF title,
Yeah.
January 24th or 6th,
Yeah. January
24th.
24th.
24th. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think about that fight? Who wins it?
I think Mir Tyler is gonna have to impose his size on Andy Cruz. He's gonna have to try to box him in. If he can't box him in, if he can't close the corners and cut, I mean cut the corners off and make the ring smaller, and he gonna have world of trouble with Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is too sharp, like fast as shit, great reflexes, great timing. You know what I'm saying? And he only getting better because he's still early as a pro, but he's one of those guys that he's been at a very high level before with the amateurs. And as a pro, he didn't get to do the 4 rounders and the 6 rounders where he going in there stopping guys. He didn't get to do that. He jumped right into the 10 round fights. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So he built for the long haul for sure. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like Andy Cruz, probably 60-40, 60-40 Andy Cruz.
You know,
Muratala is strong. He can hit. You know what I'm saying? He got some skills, but I don't think his skills match up with an Andy Cruz.
obviously Andy only has 6 fights, but with that pedigree that he got, I mean, i- do you want to see him and Shakur if he could beat Mordecai? Because he's telling me that that's the fight that he feels like people want to see. The gold medalist versus the silver medalist, even though it wasn't the same year. But yeah, what you think? You think Shakur would want to do that type of fight, just knowing the fact that he only has 7 fights, and yeah, he will have that IBF title. But I don't know. What do you think?
Shakur said one time, that he did want that fight. So I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. I don't know. With Shakur going up to 40, Shakur might like 40. He might want to stay there for a little bit. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
never know. See how he feel. But I don't know, man. I think him and Andy could happen. It could. I think it's awkward though. I think it's weird that Keyshawn don't want to fight Andy Cruz.
yeah.
And not saying that he wouldn't fight him, but he never just said, "Yo, I want to fight Andy Cruz. I want that back." You know what I mean? I think that's for all the the dog shit he be on. I kind of was like, damn, why you don't want to fight Andy Cruz? You know what
Coming
I mean?
straight from the pros and telling him that's my son, and that's kind of like how we know who he is if you don't really follow the amateurs like that.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is a little weird because it's kind of like Shakur stealing, Keyshawn's fight, kind of like that's Keyshawn's fight, really.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But I mean, this is boxing, and I think they all should be mixing it up. But I mean, who knows?
But I had to ask Andy what does he think about um, that other Cuban that's ranked ahead of him, Hernandez. Yeah, he's like the number one from Cuba, the one that's been calling out Shakur. That he's
Oh, you talking about? No, that kid is like you talking about that crazy kid? That what's his name? I know who you talking about. Is he Cuban? I thought he was like Colombian or something. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's number one in Cuba, ranked number 11, and he resides in Dubai.
For
And
real?
yes, he resides in Dubai. So you already know Turkey, and I feel like Turkey gonna put him in Shakur to fight.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But I think they need to get that kid some more televised fights so we can really see what's up with him.
Exactly.
I ain't seen too much from him.
No, but big KO ratio. He's like 5'9", southpaw.
Yeah,
Um, like I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen too much of it. But when I asked Andy about him, I said, "Hey, is there any brothership in boxing? Because that's your Cuban bro. They always talk about Shakur and Keisha, and he said, if he's down to fight, we can make the money. He says
yeah,
there's no brotherhood in that. So,
yeah, for sure.
and also said he would give Shakur a run for his money. Yeah, Jadiel Herrera, that's who he is. That's his name.
Yeah,
Good fighter. Got to be in the lookout for him.
right.
Got to. Um, they had the virtual press conference today for December 6th card. I like that card, the PBC card, that the last one that we got of the year.
In San Antonio, Texas, right?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that one, man.
yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
The fights that my boy, one of my boys thinks that Pitbull Cruz. I don't want to put his name out there because we all know who he is. But I don't want to. He thinks Pitbull Cruz gonna beat him. What do you think about those styles?
I think that's gonna be a war, man. I think because a lot Lamont Roach's his demeanor, people think that he's just a boxer. Like, nah, he want to fight. And Pitbull being who he is, I think we just get a war. That's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, I like I like the Adamas and Lara fight. No, no. What am I saying? Lara versus Jennebeck. I think that's a
Janibek.
good one.
Yeah, that's a great fight too. Janibek got the size, the ability, the punching power, and all of that. But uh and he got skill set too. But Laura got a great skill set. He been creasing shit with that left hand. You know what I mean? He slowed his feet down. He been placing his shots. Still defensive, but you know what I mean. He's been being more offensive. So I don't know, man. I like that fight too. That's a great fight.
I do. I like it a lot. Um, I Do you think Lara could be that guy? He'd be an old champ.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen it before with George Foreman, so it can happen. We've seen it with Bernard. You know what I mean? It can happen.
What do you think about Cool Boy and Shaki Foster?
I think we get a great fight the first 6 rounds, and then I can see O'Shaquie Foster falling apart in that fight.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, Cool Boy is a maniac, low key. I mean, people don't know that about him. He's a maniac, so he'll do whatever to get a win. You know what I mean? That fight with what's that kid name?
Brandon Figueroa.
Nah, that other kid, the one that beat him, the Japanese kid.
Anyway,
Um, yeah, the Inoue fight. Um, Cool Boy tried his best, but the 122 thing was killing him. This shit at 130, that fits him more because you know what I mean. He's been at 122 since the beginning of his career. He was even at 123 in the amateurs. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like
he been there a long time. So fighting at 130, he gonna feel real rejuvenated, and plus going over to Bozy, it put a little bit more discipline to his style. You know what I'm saying? It gave him a little bit more, to work with, to add to his arsenal, and to me, it just make him more dangerous. I feel like Oshaki always feel like he got something to prove, but if you watch Oshaki also doubts himself. You know what I mean? He don't really be knowing what to go with sometimes when things don't work his way. Cool Boy will grab you and bite you if you have to. You know what I'm saying?
no,
So
I agree with the Bozy. You can see the differences between the Figueroa fights. Cool
yeah.
Boy made that look really easy the second time
Well,
around.
well, even Figueroa though, he fought different that second fight too though. He did. He was a little more cautious. But that was because he knew it didn't work for me the first time to just all out try to fight him. So he tried to switch his game plan up. He thought it would work and it didn't.
Yeah, these definitely some good fights, man.
Hmm.
I'm definitely for it, man. What did you think about Chris Eubank and Connor Ben?
That was tough to watch, man, because that 10-pound weight class, it killed Eubank, man. And it looked like he didn't have any energy. It looked like he was dead in there. You know what I mean? He was
Um,
trying to fight, but it was like none of that shit had anything on it. And Conor Ben was just having it his way. You know what I mean? And I thought it was corny that they kept doing that shit, putting the 10-pound weight clause on him. But he signed the contract, so whatever.
you think it
But
gives
I
us a
think,
storyline for a trilogy?
yeah, yeah. But if you're gonna do it right. Don't put the weight clause on him, and let's see what happens. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
Because it's basically saying I got to drain this guy
To beat
in
him.
order to beat him. I can't just fight him fair and square. If y'all both make weight, you know what I mean, let it be what it is.
Yeah, and it's not like he's like a young fresh cat anyway. He's
Right.
older.
That's the thing. That's the thing, bro. You know what I mean? So
That money, man. That
yeah,
you see the stadium. I was looking at.
yeah,
They was talking about they made a lot of money.
for sure. They stay that stadium is a lot bigger than the ones we have here. I mean, we got the Dallas Stadium. I mean, we got other stadiums, but I'm talking about for boxing, we don't have nothing that big consistently. They consistently have fights over there. What was that? The O2?
Hmm.
Yeah, they consistently have fights over there. So that shit is crazy.
What do you think is next for him? I mean, we see Ryan's gonna fight Barrios, and Eddie's saying that Connor's the money. I mean, wait, who would you want to see Connor go out and fight a world class welterweight?
I mean, kind of been for one. I don't even know if he can make 47. If
For
he
real?
did, yeah, bro, that fight was just at middleweight, bro. Why the fuck would he come all
Man,
the way
he not
down?
he not even cut up.
Nah, he not big, but I'm just saying, why would he come all the way back down to 47? You know what I mean? He's not a kid. You know what I mean? He getting older too.
Hmm.
So I would say go to 54, but you know what I mean? If it's 47, then it's 47. But anybody at 47 would give him some type of trouble. He's not that good skill wise. He just very aggressive, explosive. You know what I'm saying? He don't really work behind his jab too much. He just looking to land a clean shot. You know what I'm saying? That's his whole thing. He fight like a bar fighter. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm. His best bet is to get a Rolly fight.
Nah, leave Rolly alone. Rolly will knock him out.
Ooh, like that.
Telling y'all, Rolly on some shit, bro. Rolly going to Ishmael Salas was the best shit ever.
I agree.
That was the best idea ever. Cause Rolly is a physical specimen, like when it comes to like strength and athleticism. But you just needed somebody to tame it, to show him where to go and how to go there. Now
Hmm.
you got a now you got like an old master working with him. Bro, Rolly gonna fuck a couple of these dudes up. I'm telling you. He gonna do a couple of these dudes real dirty. I'm telling you.
That's. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see him fight a title fight. I want to see Conor Ben see what he could do.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Him and Rolly. Him and Rolly will be a good joint, but I got Rolly fucking him up. Like real
Like
bad. Real shit, bro. Rolly strong as shit. I'm telling you.
shit. But you hear the rumors of Charlo and Plant?
Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope that fight happened. I mean, Charlo he owe Plant. He owe him some work. You know what I'm saying? That slapping him shit was kind of crazy. So yeah, we gotta get that back.
It's crazy. Those storylines is what holds these guys to get these last minute paydays. Which you don't want to be an advocate to like all this drama behind the scenes, right? But it's cool to see these guys get those paychecks, and actual competitive fights,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great fight though. And I think Jamal, what people got fucked up about Jamal, he not real flashy. He's strong as a horse, good boxer. But he's very disciplined in the ring, and his style is boring, but it works for him. And he hard to beat because he picking shots. You know what I'm saying? He don't really and he fully commit to his shots. When he do throw, he fully commit to his shots. He the type of guy you could be up on the cards a little bit and he'll still knock you out. You know what I mean? He's strong like that. So Jamal is, you can't sleep on Jamal. Caleb Plant got good, great skills, but also I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know what he be having going on. And then that shit with Breadman, you know what I mean? That make me feel like he kind of hard to deal with. You know what I
I
mean?
I kind of got that too.
Yeah,
Kind of
kind of
felt
hard to
that.
deal with. So
Yeah,
what that means to me, being kind of hard to deal with, that means to me you don't really like to listen. You know what I mean? You don't really like to listen. So if you don't really like to listen and your coach giving you jewels and you ain't taking it, then you go in there and take a loss. You know what I mean? And you still don't learn from it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that, man. That's yeah. When he said that, I think he says like, I hate when I used to be able to tell you certain things, and now I can't tell you the same things. I kind of get that from him when he said that. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
real
man, because
shit.
he took a bad loss, Caleb.
Yeah,
He
that
was
was
supposed to he wasn't supposed to lose to
yeah,
Resendez.
yeah. That's true. And that's crazy because Resendez, they gonna just let him sit somewhere. Like they're not even gonna really, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? That's fucked up. Because Caleb was the favorite to win, but he kind of gave that fight away.
Yeah. What do you think about the 40 division?
40's on fire. They just gotta get some fights going.
Yeah, we got Matthias is fighting Dalton Smith in New York. And
Matias.
yeah.
Oh, Subriel. Subriel.
Hmm.
Oh, that's in New York?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Hmm.
Oh, I like that. What's the date? You know the date?
I think it's somewhere in January.
You think it's
Sometime in January.
it's the same night Shakur fighting?
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
They should have put them
they
on the card together.
they should have, but it's not the same promotion. It's with
Oh.
Subir Matias's promotional company, Fresh Productions, is leading the promotion on that. And Dalton Smith is a Eddie Hearn fighter, but they on the B side for it for some reason. Don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, they want a purse bid. That's what happened.
Right, I heard about that.
Yeah, and then Russell's gonna be fighting Andy Roca on that 19th, December 19th.
Okay, on the
You got
Jake Paul card.
Yeah, you got Richardson Hitchens saying he coming back in January, but him also saying that he wants the winner of Haney and Norman. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
That'd be great too. That's great for boxing. But it also looked like he trying to steal a title real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it stealing?
I'm only saying that. I'm only using the word stealing because it's a lot of guys in your weight class that need some work. Why focus on that fight? Or maybe it's because you gotta go up because how big you are.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You've been making 40 for a long time. So it's time to go up. And if I'm gonna go up, then give me Norman, who I think I can control with my jab, my footwork, my size, or give me Devin Haney, and I'll go to war with him because I feel like he's not a big puncher.
yeah. Good point on that. That's
You know what I
definitely a
mean?
good point. Yeah, because Russell's been calling them out like crazy, and
No, for sure.
he don't really respond to him too much either.
Nah, he been through it. See, these guys, I don't know, they spirits is different, man. It's like some different shit going on because if a guy beat you in the amateurs, it was it was kind of like a thing where it was like, I can't wait to see him in the pros. Now, it's like these dudes, like they try to act like that shit never even happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. You got to get that smoke from the amateurs because they be acting like nobody remembers that type of shit.
And you got to think about what that does for your confidence. If I lost to you twice in the Olympic trials or whatever it was, the tournaments, whatever, 2 times, 3 times, four. They said he lost to him like 4 times.
Yep,
But if I lost to you that many times as an amateurs, all right, that's when we was kids though. But we grown men now. You know what I mean? If Richardson Hitchens was to fight Gary Antoine Russell and beat him, don't you think that would boost his confidence? But
absolutely.
it's like these guys work so hard, but they want easy fights. They don't want the dog fights. But that's why they get stuck financially. And I'm not talking about nobody pockets, but I'm saying that's why they get stuck at a minimum. Like, all right, well, you just gonna be the $2 million man. You know what I mean?
That's your cap.
Instead instead of putting yourself in position to be making the tens, the 20s, the 30s, the $40 million and shit like that. You know what I mean? You got to be beating these guys. You know what I
You're
mean? But
right.
it's like they want it, but they don't want it that bad. You know what I mean? They want it, but they don't want it that bad.
Facts. Facts. Gee, let everybody know where they can find you on your social medias, your YouTube, all that.
Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, GHB TV on YouTube.
My God, man, appreciate you for tapping in with me, man.
Good looking, no problem. I get with you.
All right, brother. Stay blessed.
All right.
Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. We've been on here for like a grippy, almost 3 hours. Man, shout out to the 415 people on the live showing that love. Man, we'll be back tomorrow with another one. Hold on, let me. I might have another guest for you guys. Shit. Shit. Let me see if Blair taps in with me. Cause I'm getting a little tired. I ain't gonna hold you, but I appreciate you guys for rolling with me though. Yeah, guys, we almost have 47,000 subscribers. We need like 20 more. So if you guys could go right ahead, press that subscribe button. Also become a member of the channel. You guys won't have to wait for me to edit these videos. You guys can see them all raw, uncut, right on the members channel. But let's see if my man Blair gonna tap in with us. And yeah, man, I don't know if you guys checked out that virtual press conference for Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. Pretty good stuff. Not gonna lie, I like the card. I think what? How many title fights we got on that? We got about 3 title fights on that card, and then the Shane Mosley Jr. and Jesus Ramos. That's like a low key sleeper too. Can't go wrong with that. But let's see if my man Blair a whole bunch of people to interview tomorrow as well. So appreciate you guys for tapping in, and we'll be out. See you tomorrow.